Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. I know it's been a very, very long time. It's been like a million years, but welcome back to the Doodle Stream, where every Friday across Twitch and YouTube and Facebook, we spend 3 hours together while I attempt to doodle out your ideas and suggestions from the chat. I pick the theme and you guys pitch the ideas. Before we dive into the doodles for today, I'd like to remind everyone where you can find me outside of our time here together. You can find me online at KevinAHinkle.com. That is where my entire portfolio of work is. It is updated dynamically. That means every time I make something new, it gets automatically added to the portfolio. So it's really, really cool. So check that out if you'd like to see more of my work. You can also find my shop on there. So if you'd like to purchase anything I've made, such as stickers, large prints, small prints, you can find actually some originals as well. You can find that at KevinAHinkle.com /shop. You can also find me on social media at MrHinkleDraws. I'm on all the places, everywhere that matters. You can find me, and love to have you there if you're not already following. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to hit the subscription button if you haven't already. We're really close to 1,000. Would really appreciate it. It's within reach. Be really, really helpful if you could do that. Hit the like, hit the thumbs up, all that stuff. It helps me validate my entire career as an artist, so I appreciate that. If it's within your means, please consider supporting my work over on Patreon. Patreon is super, super important to me and lots of other creators. It helps our lives be not as financially turbulent as they tend to be in the freelancing, commissioning art world. You can find details at patreon.com/MrHinkleDraws. I offer a treasure trove of rewards and incentives for people that support me on Patreon. And a lot of different opportunities to directly impact things I'm making. I offer a blog every month, tutorials, sneak peeks at projects that are coming out, a discount code to purchase anything you'd like, anytime you'd like on my website with 15% off for being a patron, and gifts in the mail. So stuff goes out to you in real time. One of the other perks of being a patron is you get a shout out during all videos and all live streams. So that is the list you see before your eyes right now. So thank you guys again for your generous support in supporting me, what I do, what I'm trying to create, what I'm trying to build. It is very much appreciated. So thank you again. And again, as a reminder, patreon.com/MrHinkleDraws. If you would like more information about that and how to get involved, head over there. And there's a lot of changes coming once again to Patreon. I tend to refresh it every November because November is my patron anniversary. So I'll be hitting 3 years of being on Patreon in November. And as I like to do, I'll give it a fresh coat of paint, update things a little bit, alter the tiers a little bit. Nothing is drastically changing, but I am going to be offering a really cool new incentive to the $5 tiers, which is the bronze tier. And mostly just a graphic overhaul. So check that out. Really would love to have you there if you're not already. And also, another quick announcement. I do like to make a couple announcements while I've got you guys' attention. We are almost at the spooky season. The spooky season is almost upon us. We really only have a couple more weeks left of September, and then we hit October. And I've got some exciting stuff planned, including Zombie Hink. So I'm going to be offering my first ever exclusive numbered gift with purchase with any orders through my website beginning October 1st. So starting October 1st, if you place any order at all on my website, any dollar amount, any quantity, anything, any order, you will get one of these exclusive Zombie Hink promo stickers. They are numbered on the back. There are 50 of them. And they are hand numbered 1 through 50. I have them ready. They're sitting in a bag, but the promo doesn't start till October 1st. So there'll be lots more chatting about this. I will share information about it. It will be promoted as much as it needs to be. But I've got a lot of cool stuff. I have 12 new Halloween stickers that are launching. I've got the new spooky prints. So we've got a Five Nights at Freddy print, 11 by 17 print, and an Elvira print, 11 by 17. And of course, a lot of other stuff that's always on there. So I think we're actually at over 100 stickers on the website. You have plenty of options, lots and lots of things. There should be something that's cool that entices you that you'd like to pick up. So that is coming up. right around the corner. It's going to be Halloween. It's going to be well, it's going to be October before we know it. It'll be Halloween before we know it too. So today's episode, today we are talking landmarks. So this is another patron quote unquote sponsored stream. So thank you to Chris Giddens, aka Fazoom, aka Old Gray Bricks, aka whatever nickname he'd like to use today. Thank you for your continuous support. I really do appreciate it. And he suggested landmarks for today. And we're gonna go with either natural or man-made. I don't think I really mind either way. But landmarks is the theme. This was his suggestion that he gave me ahead of time as a warm-up. So this is the Devil's Tower as seen in famous movies such as Close Encounters of the Third Kind. And so that is that. I was talking earlier with my chat MC, which I'll bring in just a second, about how Chris has asked me to draw this before. And I have drawn this before. So I don't know if he forgot, but there it is again. I don't think the last one was in color, though, so I'll give you that. But we did that, oh my goodness, during the nature episode? I don't remember. It happened. It has happened. So there we go. So helping me out today, it's been a long time. It's been quite a while. But I want to welcome back. Jeff is here. What's up, Jeff?
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Did you miss it?
Yes.
Long, drawn-out pause.
I had to think about it. I didn't want to jump in and be like, of course I did, because then I sound too enthusiastic. But then if I, it's a long, thought-out answer. Then, obviously he was thinking about it. So yes,
right.
He did.
Don't be too desperate.
It's a too desperate of an answer.
Yes, thank you as always for giving me a little of your time today to help with keeping all those suggestions flowing and all that stuff. I appreciate it.
No problem. I'm definitely not working on the script for an upcoming project. Don't worry.
Very good. We've got some folks already here. Nice to see you guys. We've got Larry. Larry's here. What's up, Larry? Ghost Frickin' Talkin's here. What's up, Nick? Brick Enforcer is here. John Y is here. Hello, everybody.
Hey, John Y is one of my patrons on my stuff, so thanks. That's awesome. Hi, John.
We call that a double patron.
That is a crossover right there in the making.
Love it.
So Larry asks a very good question. What about fictional landmarks? My opinion is, hell yeah, let's do fictional landmarks. But Kevin's opinion might be, I'm old, don't want to do that.
I'm old. I like how that's the key. I would say for this episode, this time, let's stick to real. So because I'm okay with going between natural and man-made, but I want to stick in the real world, I think, is what I want.
What about like theme park landmarks?
That's okay. That's fine.
So I mean, the Millennium Falcon and Galaxy's Edge.
I mean, if we want to go there, we can go there. That's fine. That's
a landmark.
Fine.
It's real.
That's fine. It is. It very much is.
I'm sorry.
I like it. Larry says patronization. Larry's like, snore. I'm out. All right. I appreciate you being here, Larry. It's all good. Bubble Laveau is here. What's up? Hello. So we've already got some ideas. So yes, just in case you're new, you haven't been here, I did talk about the live stream quite a bit at both Fan Expo Boston and Kineticon. So I had 2 weekends back to back where I was promoting the stream heavily. I know for a fact that I gave out tons of business cards because I had to keep restocking it, and I actually ran out. So I know I gave out at least 200 business cards, at least. So if you're brand new here and you've never been here, please don't feel like you need to keep quiet. Say hello. Let me know where you're from. But yeah, just in case you've never been here before, you get to throw whatever ideas you want into the chat. You don't need to spam because we do copy and paste them. So you can have multiple ideas, but you don't need to spam the same idea over and over again. It is captured.
I would like to answer a critique from Nick real quick, if I could. So Nick, I suggested hook and ladder number 8, but Kevin's response was, "I've done that already."
I have.
But for Zoom, he gets his damn rock as many times as he wants. Apparently, it's fine.
It's literally his stream.
It's fine.
All right, so let's start. Let's start drawing something.
That's what we do here.
Let's start drawing something. Let me
Got some good suggestions in the private chat already.
We do indeed, including a one from a first time suggester, Jeff McElwee. All right, that actually does sound like a pretty good one to start with, though.
Yeah, I know, Kevin. That's why I suggested it.
We're gonna put that on the screen here. So we're gonna start with Jeff's Empire State Building with King Kong at the top. A little fiction / nonfiction.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe King Kong's real. I don't know.
I mean, nobody can really say if he's real or not.
The jury's out. All right, let's see which angle. I'll just do this. We'll just go straight up.
Buddy Cameron Creates is here.
What's up, Cameron? Hey, appreciate you being here. Appreciate it. All right. Yeah, I'm trying to get better at actually promoting. Putting stuff in all the Discord servers and stuff.
Chaser the guy says thank you, Cameron Creates. I think he gave out some subs for you over on Twitch.
Oh, hey, appreciate that.
Yeah,
thank you. I still need to get a little bit better at. I mean, I don't, because I'm still multi-streaming. It doesn't really tell me when stuff like that happens, which is very disappointing. Very, very disappointing.
Yeah,
for everybody involved, really.
It really is.
It's for everybody involved. It's really disappointing.
That's a good one, Brick Enforcer.
Dun, dun.
But only if it has a Nintendo controller hooked up to it.
Oh.
It can lift you up higher and higher.
Sorry, my fault. Higher and higher.
Hey, let's talk about that for a second. And first things first, don't ever do that again. Secondly, so Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Yeah, that's a thing that's supposed to happen.
Oh, it's supposed to happen 2 years ago, but yeah, whatever. Do you think it's going to happen in November?
Yeah, why wouldn't it? At this point, yeah, it's going to happen.
Multiple unforeseen reasons.
I think it's going to happen.
Okay.
I think it's going to happen. I feel pretty confident in that answer.
I hope so. I was kind of, how do I put this?
Worried?
Very disappointed with some of the trailer because they kind of revealed the whole plot in 1 second.
Yeah, that can be disappointing. Anytime.
Well, but I mean, if you're a normal dude who's like, I remember watching Ghostbusters with my dad or whatever, you're not gonna pick up on it. But I didn't slow time it and watch through it. It was just a brief 2-second flash, and my brain was like, "This is the plot, damn it." So that's it, and it was just kind of a bummer.
Yeah, I mean, you are definitely a super fan, so you're going to be examining it a little more than most casual viewers. I think
I wasn't necessarily examining it.
But I don't even think you need to do that on purpose. I think just subconsciously you examine it. That kind of reminds me of when they finally showed the well, I guess not finally because no one knew it was going to happen, but when they showed Breath of the Wild 2 stuff for Zelda, and I'm a hardcore Zelda fan.
Yeah.
And so I was like, is that Ganon? It's they didn't say that, but it's my brain starts going and I'm like, I don't think I wanted to know that yet.
Well, of course it's Ganon.
I mean, of course it is, but it's also I didn't want to know that yet. I kind of get what you're saying though.
Yeah. It's just it's not really a letdown as much as it is just a,
Yeah.
And I'm excited about the plot that they revealed and everything else. I'm just hoping it's done well. I think that's the key thing is that I'm hoping that it's done well.
Yeah, sure. Because it's important. It's important to you, right? You don't want to see them do something dumb.
Absolutely, the fictional thing that is not real is very important to me.
I mean, it is. It's something that entertains you and provides you. Entertainment and all the things, all the good things. Nothing wrong with that.
It's true.
Nothing wrong with that at all. I mean, if we were to get into a debate on the things that are important in one's life, I guess you could poke holes in that argument, but still, it's something that provides entertainment. It is important to you, and so it'd be nice if it's not handled dumbly.
I mean, like trying a reboot with no throwback to any mention at all of the other characters and trying to create their own universe. That'd be a dumb move.
Oh man. The thing I hate the most about that, not to beat that dead horse, but it's like I really didn't like hate that movie. I thought it was fine. And like I had no issues at all that it was an all female cast. I thought that was awesome. But the fact that it wasn't communicated that it was a reboot, like that is what really let me go in with such weird expectations. Like if I had just, I don't know, I'm like expecting my sequel, and then everybody, like it was that moment in the movie when they were like acted as though the city has never been under attack like this, and I'm like, wait a minute. I was like, wait a minute, hold on. I just didn't. That was my main. I just didn't want a reboot. I wanted a sequel. That was it. I didn't want a reboot.
Do you remember that the cartoon Extreme Ghostbusters?
Yeah.
Okay. That was successful for one reason and one reason only. It was a torch passing series, right?
Sure.
Like acknowledge that these guys are still here. Egon is a thing, and he's the leader of the group now / like pulling a Bruce Wayne from Batman Beyond.
Yeah.
And
oh, what's up, Ray? How you doing?
Oh, hey, Ray. So that.
Yes. And
we didn't get that in the 2016 reboot. There was nothing. There was.
Yeah.
It's just it just hurt.
Yeah, I'm sure for you that was a pretty disappointing exit from the theater.
As soon as like I was halfway in the theater and I was like, okay, all right. What do you mean this has never happened? I left.
In the middle?
Yeah. I was like, yep, I'm done.
Wow. All right.
And my parents were like, where are you going? Home. No, Bobo, I'm claiming the exact opposite, that Extreme Ghostbusters was in fact a great cartoon.
I have explained the exact opposite.
Yeah. But yeah, I left during that movie. I've only walked out of 2 films before. It was that one, and I was carried out by my dad because he took me to go see Showgirls.
I was carried out. Oh,
I was like 12.
Yep.
Yeah. Anywho.
But, anyways.
Yeah, like that was a huge disappointment for me.
Yeah, I bet. Man, that's rough. Name all the movies you have left during. There's actually only one movie I can recall that I left the theater during.
What's that?
The Super Mario Brothers movie.
Oh, really?
And you know why? It's because I was scared.
Oh, yeah, because
I was a little kid, and I think my mother was there. I think either my mother or my uncle. They were the two that always took us to movies. And that scene when like human Bowser does like the weird tongue flicking thing.
Yeah.
That was I like winced and covered my face. I had no idea what was going on. And whoever was, whether it was my mom or my uncle, I don't remember, but whatever parent was with me said, all right, that's enough. He can't take this. We're out. And then I left, and I felt bad leaving. I'm like, why am I leaving during a Mario movie? This should be like amazing. I was like, what's happening?
Yeah.
And it's got like a special cult classic place in my heart now. But when I was a little kiddo, didn't work for me.
I take that back. I've been escorted out of movie theaters by my parents. When Optimus Prime died.
Yeah.
I was one of those kids that was crying.
You were distraught.
I was very distraught. So distraught that I never cared about Transformers again.
That is very distraught.
And I'm marrying a woman that loves Transformers. So there you go.
My goodness.
All right. So that and what else was it? The Blair Witch Project. It made me really sick.
Oh, yeah. I've heard that. What was that other movie? Cloverfield that did that?
Cloverfield. Yeah. I loved that movie.
I'm going to start drawing.
I saw Cloverfield and was like, I'm down.
Yeah. Yeah, I can. Oh, you know what movie? I started watching Birdman, right, with Michael Keaton?
Yeah.
On a plane ride. And I am naturally prone to motion sickness. Like I've been car sick my whole life unless I'm driving, and still to this day I'll get car sick if I'm not driving or like sitting in the front seat. And oh my goodness, did I get sick watching Birdman on the plane.
Oh yeah.
And the plane wasn't like, move around like crazy, but like I couldn't finish it. I was like 30 or 40 minutes in. I'm like, I'm getting so sick. I'm done. Oof. So I've never finished that film. Okay, let's see. Let me start up another one. So this is the final Empire State Building that I did with King Kong up there.
That's great.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Nick says, thanks, Larry. I love my creepy Illuminati funded landmarks.
I mean, who doesn't?
Who doesn't, right? All right, let's see. What else we got here?
Got some good stuff in there. Lots in New York.
Oh, a Merlion? That's kind of, that is interesting. Okay, yeah, I'm looking. It's like a statue of a mermaid / lion. It's like a fountain.
What fever dream did this come out of?
It's real. It's real. All right, let me put it on the screen. Let's do this one.
I'm looking at it right now. Oh, there it. That looks like the top of the White Ranger's sword.
All of a sudden, the Rangers pop out.
Yep.
All right, let's do this Merlion. I'm a merman. Zoolander. Who's winning the match, Pop? Yeah, Nessie has the same issue. She has to drive, otherwise she gets car sick. Yeah, I mean, it's okay if I'm in the front, but like, if I'm in the front, I have a couple triggers to this car sickness. Like, if somebody's car has that like new car smell, right? Like people love that. Some people are all about the new car smell.
No thanks.
But like that new car smell will intensify and quicken my car sickness.
Ooh. No
matter where I am, even if I'm in the front seat. I've never had car sickness while driving ever in my as far as I can remember. I've never had issues while driving. If I'm sitting in the back, there's pretty much a high probability it will occur no matter what. If I'm in the front, it's not as bad, but yeah, like that weird smell will help trigger that. Of course, if the person's like driving kind of rough, that can also supersede the front seat trick. Matthew K got me kind of sick one time because he was driving like 120 miles an hour on the highway, and I'm like, dude, you were making me so sick. I was like, you need to stop.
Why were you going so fast?
Because he wanted to, and he was like, we're making great time. I was like, I'm gonna die. Stop it.
Hey, look, Kevin, your sacrifice just means that you guys get there sooner rather than later.
Yeah, we have really good time. Exactly.
Yep. We have a good time. Oh, come on, Kevin, haven't you ever? You're a family man. Come on now.
I'm a family man. I know about making good time for sure.
Yeah, I mean that's like next to who touched the thermostat. We got to make good times. Like
we got to make good time. We're in a rush. We're in a rush to get there. Let's see.
Yeah, got it. Going to Michael's.
So he's got like a mane, but it's like the mane is like fish tails, kind of. Yeah. It's silly. Larry says he's been here. That's what he says. That's what he claims.
I mean, I guess the simulation opened up for him at that point so that he could travel, but then the DLC content went away.
No, that's it.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of simulation, the new Matrix trailer. I was like super hardcore into Matrix back in the day. I remember being in was it high school? Yeah, it had to be, I guess, high school, maybe middle school. I remember dressing up as Neo one year because I was like, this is awesome. I mean, I'm still super into it, but I cannot shake the fact that, like, I get it. Like, I'm not an idiot. I understand that John Wick and Keanu Reeves and Neo are the same person. But the fact that, like, he literally looks like John Wick in the new trailer bothers me. I'm like, you don't look anything like Neo. You're just John Wick. That's what you are. I'm like super bothered by that.
All I can say is just go see the movie to watch the plot.
I mean, I'm gonna see it.
Well, I mean, so am I.
Don't get me wrong. I'm just like, I was watching it and I'm like, this literally like looks like they took him off the set of John Wick and put him in this.
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't look.
I think that's just Keanu's look nowadays. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Like that's what you get now, right? It's like what's his name? Jeff Goldblum. You just get to a point, you're like, well, that's how he looks now. He's gonna look the same in every single role.
Yeah. I just think it's like Keanu Reeves, like, in his 50s, and he's still able to do.
He doesn't look it. He doesn't look it at all.
No, he looks.
He's doing pretty good. He's doing good for himself.
Looks damn good. Yeah.
All right, we got this big old tail.
Watch Doogie Howser give therapy to John Wick.
Oh yeah, that's in the trailer. Yep.
And PH is definitely in the movie. Yep.
Yes, he is. So Larry was here during his Navy days. Gotcha. It's very interesting.
It is. Landmarks, like in other countries. Okay, so speaking of actors that act like themselves in every movie, you need to see Willy's Wonderland with Nicolas Cage.
Oh yeah, I saw it. It's amazing.
Okay.
Yeah.
He doesn't have one line the whole movie.
No, it's great. I told you, right? Didn't I tell you that, Nick, to see that movie, or did you just do that on your own? It's great. It's amazing. It's so good. It's like Five Nights at Freddy's, because Warner Brothers at one time had the contract, and then the creator said never mind. But they'd already started on it, so they just cast Nick Cage and just made like an off-brand Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
Cool.
But it's like kind of the same thing, but it's so good because it knows it's awful. So it's like, it's so good.
All right.
Totally worth it.
I wanted to ask Nick what he thought of Malignant. I've been thinking about watching it, but a new horror flick. No.
Oh, yeah. I saw that somewhere. Where did I see that?
On HBO, and it's also in theaters.
Yeah. Oh, hey. So,
yep.
Guess what I started watching, and I'm like super, 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 super confused.
Lower Decks.
No. Dune.
Oh God.
The original Dune, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, what is happening? I am so lost. I mean, and the guy is like floating around in his suit. I'm like, what are you doing?
Well, the spice powers the universe, man.
The spice.
I like how that didn't help at all.
The spice. Nothing helps. Jeff, nothing helps. It's like every time someone explains something, I'm like, I've got 50 more questions. What is happening?
All right, so Dune, I'll tell you this.
But I'm not, I'm 20 minutes away from the end, I think.
Okay. So Dune is basically Space Jesus.
Okay. All right.
But it's more like Space Lucifer, because everybody, in the first movie and book, Paul is the savior of, his people and stuff. But as you get further down the story, you realize that Paul is not like the hero, but his children are. So.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm more excited about the new movie that's coming out that has wing wham woo special effects and combat. So,
Gotcha. Yeah, the thing right now that so far in my view through this, again, not having finished it, is I'm just like, why on earth is this bad guy, the Baron, floating around in a balloon suit? What are you doing? And it's just like, as far as I can see, there's no purpose.
But the thing is, though, is like the spice augments people, and like that guy is full of spice, and so his suit or whatever interacts with it and lets him fly. Like for a simple layman's terms, but yeah.
Okay, that helps a lot, because I'm just like, this guy's just floating around like a balloon in a room for no reason.
It's one of the few movies that's like, is that guy having an inner monologue right now? Yep, he sure is. This is weird.
Yeah, and everybody's talking to themselves and they're all whispering. And it's just like, oh.
What?
Part of me, I'm trying to figure out which one of these Buddhas I want to do. This one is, wait, who said this? Chaser said giant Buddha. All right, let me put that on the screen. That's our next one.
All right.
Let me see. Let's see. Where did that go?
I haven't seen Shang-Chi yet. I probably am not going to. So.
I haven't seen it yet either, but I do plan to at some point. I'm too invested in this whole universe now.
I am. So once the Avengers did their thing and like the Avengers was over, I only really care about Spider-Man. So that's where I'm at. I
feel like Cameron saw last night. It was great. Okay. I mean, I'm going to see it anyway. I was a little like, how do you top this after that moment? Because it was great. It was pretty amazing. I was like, how do we top this? And I'll admit that I am super hyped for all of this like multiverse nonsense now. Because I'm like, oh my goodness, everybody's destroying everything everywhere I turn. Like, what is happening? We spent so long and we had this giant moment and everybody rescued it all. And now Loki is ruining it. Doctor Strange is ruining it. Wanda's ruining it. Like, you're all ruining it. What are you doing? And so I'm like actually really hyped to see.
Also, your father is here, or your son is here.
Oh, interesting.
Andrew Lippard.
I have no idea what's going on. Okay.
He says hi, Dad.
Does my son have a secret identity that I'm unaware of?
I mean, that'd be pretty dope if he did, right?
It also wouldn't be terribly surprising. New movie with Hugh Jackman on HBO.
Oh, Reminiscence. Yeah.
Larry says it's Larry's son. I'm like, that is not my son. I was like, what's happening? It could have been. It really could have been. I've been like, I wouldn't have put it past.
They promised me Blade Runner with that movie and gave me crap for Reminiscence.
Oh, so you saw it and you were not happy.
I was not happy, and I like the cyberpunk noir, nonsense. And I watched it, and I was just like, "What the hell am I watching?" It was one of those moments where I was like, "Okay, there's obviously versions of fiction that I enjoy, and there's versions of fiction that are like, nope."
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So,
for sure.
Yep.
Let's see. Nice to have the Larry household here.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it. Thank you for joining. But yeah, I am at first for the whole Marvel thing. I was like, I feel like I've been invested in this whatever for 10 years, this cinematic universe. I did have a payoff. I was great. I love it. I don't know if I still need to be as invested from here on out, but all the Kang stuff and multiverse stuff has been like, all right, I'm in. Okay, I'm in.
Yeah, I enjoy it too. It's funny because DC is doing the Flash movie, which is, going to have 2 different Batman in it.
Yeah, I keep hearing about it, and part of me keeps thinking it's not real. I'm like, oh, I guess this is real, though.
No, it is. And they're talking about Pattinson and Cavill doing a World's Finest DC movie. I'm just hoping the Batman doesn't suck.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be nice.
Because, the Nolan trilogy was like, okay, here's what you have to do to make a successful trilogy, save for that third one that nobody really liked, but, it's part of the thing, so we all like it, whatever.
Yeah.
And then they were like, okay, well, let's make everything gray. Let's add a lot of film grain. Oh, okay.
All right.
And, just show Batman pancaking cars and killing people. What? Oh, this doesn't work.
It's canon. It's canon now.
Uncle Drew says, morning, Kevin. So, hello, Uncle Drew.
Hello, Uncle Drew. And hello, Brickman Mosaics Art. Welcome back. Nice to see you here.
So, it's interesting. They were trying for Frank Miller Batman. And, they got, a horrible version of Frank Miller Batman. It wasn't good.
Yeah.
And then the Snyderverse nonsense, that 4-hour-long movie was great. I liked it. I wish we would have gotten that in the first place. Just saying.
No, I definitely enjoyed it. I mean, it was really long.
Yeah, it was.
Not to say that I didn't enjoy it. I did enjoy it, but the length of it was just too much. It's just I'm I mean, it took me like 4 days to watch it, like a single movie. I'm like, all right. Okay.
Yeah.
And I can't see myself in a theater. Like, nah.
If it was a two-parter,
yeah,
that'd be great.
Yeah, you could do that. We could do the whole. I mean, oh man, so many franchises have done that. Where the last one is like so epic, so they cut it in half. Like, I mean, I could do that. That I would have been okay with that.
It's a noir film, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, exactly. Cameron brings up.
Good Lord, we know how that went.
Yeah. So.
Yes, and again, in public setting, I want to congratulate Cameron on being out at his first show and selling his art and prints and stuff. That's awesome to see.
Oh, that's awesome, man! Congratulations.
Well done. I hope it was a great experience for you. It warms my heart to see other artists out there doing the thing, doing the thing. It's not easy. It takes a lot of time and money commitment and all that stuff, but it's really cool to see.
The hustle is real.
It's very real. It's so real. Don't even know. Maybe you do know.
You know how many times you would just sit in your booth and stare blankly at the wall and be like, why the hell isn't anybody buying anything from me?
It can be a little disheartening.
Yeah, we did that with autographs, so it was like, okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you said that, right? At one point you were like the guy that was with the people to get autographs, right? Like the money collector or whatever you call them.
Well, we were so basically my buddy would get the autograph signed and everything else, and then if we had the actor there, I was the handler.
Yep.
So it was cool, but also like there were times when we didn't have the actor there and we were just selling, autographs.
They were like pre-done.
Yeah, and like we had to make sure that everybody knew they were authenticated. We told them how they were authenticated, yada yada.
Yeah.
And then there would just be like at Phoenix Comic-Con, there was like 4 hours of us just sitting in the booth, and my buddy was just like, "Hey, yeah, so do you just want to like go walk the con?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Okay, go for it." So I did.
Yeah, because there was nothing to do really.
There was nothing to do. I looked at some of the cool cosplayers, looked at stuff, toys, comics, games, all that fun stuff that was there.
You know what? I said that earlier. I knew Nick was going to pick up on that comment, but I wasn't going to say anything in the hopes that Nick would move on. but he did not. He didn't disappoint. He did not disappoint. So thank you, Nick. Let's see. Andrew is my artist son, aka Color Thief. Very nice.
Oh, okay.
And Cameron says it was a great experience, but I'd rather be inside instead of melting in 90-degree heat.
Man's got a point.
That is hot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've never done an outdoor show.
Don't ever do an outdoor show.
I don't know if I want to do an outdoor show. I don't think I do.
Don't ever, like, even if it sounds like a great opportunity and like, oh yeah, you can make all this money and it's going to be a good time, and no, just don't do it, Kevin.
Just don't. Thank you,
For
Chaser the guy.
Experience. I'm saying don't do it.
Oh, you've done one?
Yeah.
What were you selling?
So back when I was doing interlocking brick commissions, I went to the county fair a couple of times in Kingman and, sold them because that's what you did.
Oh, when was this? Do you know what year?
2014, 13.
Oh, that was a little while ago.
Yeah. And I had to sit outside in June in Arizona.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
All right, let me start another one here. Let's see. What do we got?
So it was a horrible experience.
Yep. All right, we can do. So I have done the Statue of Liberty before, but like not in its entirety. So I think I want to try to do it in its entirety this time. Let's see, 9/16. So that's 10/16. Let's see. From Brick Enforcer, put that on the screen. I'm all for Kevin going to county fair just for the stories. Well, can I get money for these stories?
I mean, we're trying.
We're trying. All right. Statue of Liberty. Statue of Liberty.
I'm glad that Nick suggested Stonehenge. That way I can think of my favorite Halloween movie.
What's your favorite Halloween movie?
Halloween 3.
Oh.
Secret of the Witch.
Kevin draws everything deep fried. I think that should be a thing. That should be a theme.
I'm surprised that it's not.
Could be. In the future, you never know.
It's true.
So I did a Statue of Liberty, kind of like waist up for the if you recall, for the politics episode, which was fun. A little nerve wracking, but I think I still have no regrets in doing it. I think that was the right thing to do at that time. But I'd like to do one that's a little bit more, it has like the bass and stuff. I'm gonna do that. Can you draw me the Hobbit as a funnel cake?
Nice.
Okay.
You want me to copy that down, Kevin, or you want me to just?
I mean, it's not really a landmark. So.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go. Sorry.
All right. Let's see what we got here.
Fair food would be a cool topic, though.
Fair food?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess so.
I mean, get your hot dog on a stick and your stuff with your other things on a stick.
Your stuff. Have you, I'm assuming at one point in your life, you've tried the deep fried Oreo?
So for one, I don't appreciate you fat shaming me like that.
That has nothing to do with
it. But no, I'm not really a fan of like fried foods.
Oh, all right.
I just eat junk.
What is your go-to fair? Do you have a go-to fair food?
No,
because I mean that's like all fried. It's like everything is fried there.
Yeah, I don't like going to the fair. Like, other people do. Emily loves going to the fair, but I'm just like, cool, have fun.
Do you like going to Renaissance fairs?
No.
Oh, I love going to Renaissance fairs.
I don't like going to. I just don't like it.
All right. Well, hey, that's fine. That's okay.
I mean, it's just one of those things where it's like I could go do this, or here's a thought: I could stay home.
Nick says it's a well overlooked classic, Jeff. If it wasn't titled Halloween 3, it would have stood well by itself.
I think that you're right. I think that I wish that the Halloween movie series anthology that was being thrown around actually kicked off and was able to go forward, because I love that idea. Like a different Halloween story every other year or whatever.
Is that like franchise currently on pause? I feel like a lot of those classic horror stuff is all kind of like on pause right now.
No, not at all. Halloween Kills comes out next month.
Oh, that shows you how much I know.
And apparently it's hot garbage.
Oh.
Yeah, every review of it has been like it's missing something. There's like an itch that wasn't scratched. Like the deaths are super gory, but like I don't know.
Interesting.
But also those critics are dumb, so I'm just gonna go and see it for myself and see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, you don't put too much stock into what the critics say, you know? It's like, all right, that's... I mean, even to a point, like what my friends and stuff will say about it, you know, I'm like, well, all right, because everybody has different tastes and stuff, so it's like, I can appreciate and respect if you, as someone I know personally, like or don't like something, but that doesn't necessarily mean I'm gonna not like it.
It's not like I'm, on top of the mountain and saying, these are the 10 rules we're supposed to live by, so, like,
Yes.
Yeah. Now, a lot of people said that Free Guy wasn't good, but Emily and I went on a double date, because that's what adults do. They find friends that are a couple, and they go out and do things. And
yeah.
it also helps that, I don't hate the guy because we're actually pretty good friends.
That does help.
Yep. And so we went and we did that. And Free Guy was a fantastic movie. It was so fun and so wholesome and so good. Like, holy crap.
Yeah.
It was one of those movies where I was like, I did not see this coming. And it was great.
I've seen all the trailers and promos and stuff for it, and I don't like have zero interest in it. I'm like, oh, this looks like something that would be fun to watch, but like I don't have a drive to be like, oh, I should go. Like it's not like a see in theater, like, oh, I'll wait a couple years or something.
Yeah.
They also had like some interesting promo stuff that I saw when they had like, was it Deadpool and Korg talking about it?
Yeah.
Weird. I'm like, what? All right.
Golden Knight Pictures is here. Hello. And
what's up?
Another suggestion for Stonehenge. So
look at that.
I think I know what you're drawing next.
That seems like a winner. Yeah, Cameron also saw Free Guy. It was great.
Yeah. Really makes you wonder, Kevin. Is she naked underneath that toga?
Wasn't expecting that. When Briggle says, I just went to the Bristol Ren Fair. It went away last week or Labor Day weekend. Nice, very nice. We were talking Free Guy. I have not seen it, but we were just Jeff saw it and was very, very pleased.
Mm-hmm. I was also looking forward to Venom.
I still need to watch the first one.
Larry, it was Ryan Reynolds was very Ryan Reynolds. He wasn't Deadpool at all. He played a wholesome character. So the premise is this, is that there's a game that everybody likes to play, and it's called Free City. And Free City is basically Grand Theft Auto. Like, there's blatant references to Grand Theft Auto, and it's just like, okay, they're making fun of it. Like, that's perfectly fine, right?
Yeah.
And Ryan Reynolds' character is an NPC, and for some reason, he's become self-aware. He's sentient. So you follow the adventures with that. And it's a really great story. It's really fun. There's not like unexpected twists that like would ruin the film. It just, the character sticks to the character, and it's great. The character doesn't do anything out of what has been established in the movie, and it's fantastic. So yeah,
nice. Sometimes you need that. You just need a good, solid, standalone thing.
Yeah, and they make references to every other game that's out there right now. At one point, there's a throwback to what's the game that everybody likes that I used to play, and it starts with an F.
Fortnite?
There it is.
Did you used to play Fortnite?
Yeah.
Oh.
Pretty good at it too.
Like, okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And
then you got bored of it?
Yeah.
Yep.
And with social circles changing, there was no reason to keep playing it. So
Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah, like exactly what Cameron said. There's a reference to Star Wars Galaxies. There's a reference to World of Warcraft, and like, it's nuts, but it's cool. It's very cool. Primal Gamer, hello.
Hello, Primal Gamer.
Yeah, it was cool. It was like a better version of Ready Player One to a degree, but not the same as Ready Player One. It was like, okay, premise is sort of the same, virtual world, blah blah blah, but it wasn't. I don't know. It felt different. It wasn't like a diet version of that.
Gotcha.
Sorry. Okay, that was a long rant.
No, I understand. It's definitely on my watch list. It's just like, yeah, I'll get to this at some point. I mean, if it pops up on one of the streaming apps that I'm already on, then it'll probably hasten my viewing of it.
You know, it was a surprisingly good movie. The follow-up to the Suicide Squad.
You know what? I enjoyed it, but I didn't think it was like substantially better than the last one. Like I was like, all right, this is cool. I enjoyed this, and I thought it was like marginally better. But people are like, this is so much better than the last. I'm like, what do you? Okay, I guess.
Well, I mean, there wasn't like, so this is a theory that we came up with when I was doing BS Hold My Beer podcast, is that like back in the day when movies came out, everybody was excited for the movie. They didn't know any about the crap behind the scenes. They didn't know what the actors were doing. You know, it was just like, oh, here's your Batman movie. Enjoy, right?
Here's your Batman.
Yeah. And so like now everybody knows what's happening on the set of a movie, thanks to social media and stuff like that. And it's like, well, I'm expecting this and this to happen. And oh man, that guy said some bad things about some people, and oh, he's a jerk, and I don't want to see it now. So like that kind of ruins the movie going experience because we're exposed to everything that happens on the outside of the movie, you know?
Yeah.
And
the Suicide Squad.
So yeah, like it's too much sometimes. Like the fun interviews are fun interviews, but like I don't need to know that Christian Bale yelled at a guy. You know?
Yeah, totally. You know what, Nick? I forgot. I totally 100% forgot that I was going to do a Fortnite poster. You know what? It's because I was counting on Trent sending me ideas as like my reminder to get to where, and he never did. So like I totally forgot that was even a thing. Whoops. I wanted to make like a cash grab print because I need some of those, to be honest. I need some of those. All right, Stonehenge is next. Stonehenge. But I totally forgot that was a thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Golden Light Picture says that stuff ruins it for me, which is why I try to stay away from that, separate art from the artist. It's true, you know. I mean,
yeah.
Yep. Just you know, and like I don't know.
Yeah.
You have these actors that are so devoted to their craft. Some would say that like, you know, like in intense moments, it's hard to shut off that emotion of what you're talking about. But it's just, Anyway, I'm done. I promise. Okay.
Kevin, are you avoiding my Cyberpunk Sphinx request?
Yes.
I'm not necessarily avoiding it. I'm trying to stick with like for today. We had a little discussion in the beginning about whether we're going fictional or non-fictional, and I'm trying to stay non-fictional for the most part. It could be man-made or in nature, but I'm trying to stick to real things. I made a little exception when I put King Kong at the top of the Empire State Building, I'll admit. But do you want me to do a regular Sphinx? Kevin hates neon, confirmed. Well, there you go. Let's see.
Larry and I are having a battle of space needles. It's fine.
A space needle battle? Yeah. There's a life-size replica of Stonehenge at my dad's work.
What?
Wow. Where's that at? Where in the country is there just sitting a life-size replica of Stonehenge? You can do a traditional. Well, thank you. Bless you.
There we go. I gave Cameron's permission for you to be able to draw that in the private chat, so that.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
So that way, that is the message that is highlighted.
Got it.
Please.
Oh man. Let's see.
Yep.
So I have already. So I guess I could talk a little bit about the two shows that I just did because that's why you guys haven't seen me in the last couple weeks.
That's a good idea. I'm gonna take a minute to
go ahead. No, go ahead. So 2 weeks ago, I was in Boston. So I did my first Fan Expo Boston, which is by far the largest event I have tabled at so far. And it was good. It was good. The downside is that it's like pricey overall just to be there. Not necessarily because of the table. The table's not really more expensive than other places, but just like hotel cost. It's downtown Boston, so there's tolls, there's parking. There's just a lot of other expenses that add up really quick. So like all in all, like my table fee, my parking fee, I did cheap hotel too, like cheap hotel. My break even for that show was about $700, which is a lot of money to be a break even. But I didn't lose any money. I came home with about $100 in my pocket. So that was okay. But obviously I would prefer to come home with more money than that, be away from home for 4 days. But it was good. I'll more than likely go back again. But my big takeaway from that was just like options. That seemed to be the thing. Cause I was walking around trying to kind of take notes, doing a lot of networking, talking with a lot of the other artists, being like, what's working, what's not working. And the folks that were killing it were absolutely, they just had a million options, just a million options, like the wall of prints, right? You get up there and you're just like 15 feet tall banner with just like 100 prints. I'm like, well, I don't have that. Works at a university. Gotcha. Somewhere in the Midwest. That's interesting. I've never heard of a life-size replica though, just hanging out somewhere. That's kind of wild. I feel like it'd be a bigger thing. Like more people would know. Was the vendor fee crazy? No, it really wasn't. So Fan Expo Boston, the table fee was $295, which is not outrageous. That's like a kind of a pretty standard table rate. But it's just like being in downtown Boston just costs so much more. Like it was $20 every day to park, and I had to park 4 days. So I was like, well, all right, that's a chunk. And like I said, I got a really cheap hotel because I live about 2.5 hours away from Boston. So I was definitely not going to drive back and forth every day. But I got a really, really cheap hotel for $75 a night. But another, 4 nights worth of hotel costs. Don't give up. Go for the Las Vegas Sphinx with the Raiders iPad. It's not just somewhere. It's on a campus. Well, that's fair. But it's also somewhere. A campus is also somewhere. And for someone who's not there, someone who's across the country, I think that's still fair to say somewhere. Somewhere in the United States. But yeah, it was good. Overall, it was good. I would have liked to brought home more money, of course. What I really need to be doing, not to get in too much of the nitty gritty, but I'm sure some of you guys care and have interest in this. I really, really need to be getting 1,000 to 2,000 per show for this to be truly worth my time and energy, and for it to be sustainable. I need to be in that $1,000 to $2,000 every show. I have yet to hit that one time. So, Fan Expo Boston was, I think, the closest I've gotten to that. That was the closest I've gotten to. My first goal is like 1K. That's my goal. I'm trying to get 1K at a show. Then the next show after that was my local show in Hartford, and that's called Kineticon. Used to be called CTCon or just Connecticut Comic Con, but it's Kineticon now, currently. That one had a crazy expensive table cost. That was $400 for a table at that show. Hello, Dee Dee. Welcome. Watching over on Facebook. Thank you for stopping by. Drawing Stonehenge. Golden Light Pictures. But yeah, I would always enjoy visiting the... Yeah, of course. And would walk from stone to stone because they had some square stones in a circle surrounding it. What's up, Wiz? Nice to see you. Let's see. Cameron says, are you fairly equal in your pricing of work? Are you undervaluing in comparison? No, I don't think so. I mean, I kind of look at that stuff fairly often. And also from walking the show floor and seeing kind of what other people, I'm definitely not under. There was quite, I mean, I got some commissions from folks and I was like, wow, okay. Like they're really talented people. I'm like, you could charge double of this easily. So I don't think I was undervaluing anything. I don't think.
Are you lowballing again?
No, I don't think so. So, but yeah, so Kineticon was, a lot more for a table, which was ridiculous. And they also just opened up. They just opened up signups for next year, and they have raised the prices an additional $25. So now, and I mean, I registered because I literally live 15 minutes away from this venue. So it's like, this is my local show. And yes, it does get to a point where is it worth it? Maybe it's not, but I didn't lose any money. But for me to go to my local show where I have zero hotel cost, zero food cost really, because I can just eat at home. But I have to pay $425 for a table to be there is ludicrous. Ludicrous. And I did talk to a lot of other artists about that at the show. How much they charge for their tables is crazy.
Yeah. If you ever want a trip, you should look into San Diego Comic-Con tables.
Oh my God. Do you know how much they are?
Marco wouldn't tell me.
Love it. That's like one of those price on request.
Yeah, he was like, let's put it this way. We need to make $5,000. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, that's a wonderful break even.
And we made 20. So
$20?
No.
Oh, 20,000?
Yes, sir.
I was like, $20. Oh no.
Yeah. Luckily, a lot of the autographed pictures that we had were the actors were there, and we also sponsored a few actors that were going to be there. So
yeah, gotcha.
In the scheme of things, we did okay, but yeah, the takeaway from the expenses and everything else was about $5,000.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it does get to a point where it's not necessarily worth it.
Yeah, and that's basically what happened. And now Marco owns and runs a successful autograph shop, like online, where you pay, I think it's like $30 a month, and you get sent the autograph of the month for the most part. So it's cool. You know?
Okay, we're gonna do Cameron's traditional Sphinx. Yeah, DD, the tables are crazy. Yeah, they are. I mean, it's just like, I don't understand, honestly, why this event thinks it can charge that much. I mean, I guess if we pay it, fine, fair, right? You pay what people charge, or you charge what people pay. And they charged it, and I paid for it to be there again. But it's just like, the size of it, the cloud of it, it's just like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it, like them as much as they're charging. And the vendor tables, like where you can sell, other stuff, they went up $100.
Yeah.
It's just like, wow. All right. Okay.
So the recent toy show that I went to in July, it was $120 for 2 tickets to be able to display, to be able to do everything else.
Yeah.
And I was talking to Steve Jackson, and he was like, I don't want to tell you how much I paid to get a vendor spot here. And I was like, oh. And then his nephew told me, and I was like, what? It was like almost $200.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy because, like, I mean, the stuff they were selling was basically crack to crack addicts. So, yeah, they made their money back. But, like, that's just a lot.
It is a lot.
A lot of money. Like,
It's a lot of money.
And
yes, sir.
That's part of the thing too, is that like my gig is used toys, is like retro toys, right? And Dallas RetroCon is coming up at the end of October, somewhere around there, start of November. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna offload some merch. And I was looking at the table costs, and I'm just like, this is unbelievable. But luckily, my friend Craig, not another retro channel, he was like, you should come down. I was like, can I bring some stuff to sell? He's like, yeah, we'll show the table. I was like, okay.
Is he another retro channel?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
It's a blatant lie, but
It's a blatant lie. I was like, dang it.
But the thing about it is, though, is that like his channel isn't about reselling. It's about stuff that he actually wants to collect and like have. So it's not like a whatever, but he's basically doing what I would like to do, and he's far more successful than I am.
Gotcha.
He has a store. He's got a warehouse full of retro and pop culture things that he, do really well. And he's also got a website that he's been working on called Turtle Tracks, which is all of the information on the 1980s and 1990s TMNT turtle line.
Oh, was he on the show talking a couple weeks ago? Was that the same guy?
Yeah.
Got it. I liked him.
Yeah, he's good people. And you get to hang out with him and Greco Fabulous, the person that you love the most.
He's right.
And Ed from Ed's Retro Geek Out at the end of October. So I'm looking forward to it. We're going to do some toy hunting up here in Oklahoma. And yeah.
Yes. I'm sure, for the record, Greco's a really nice guy. I just don't dig his sense of humor.
Hey, give me 1 second. My doctor's calling.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. And yeah, it's amazing that they're putting those table prices up again. It's astonishing. I'm like, really? Here you are already charging like about $100 more than every other show in the entire region. I know, I've checked, and you're going to raise them again, even more. It's just not. But most of the shows that I've researched is table costs are usually like $200 to like $300. Yeah, that's usually the cost, and they do charge different amounts for an artist table versus like a vendor table. Yep. Like those are different amounts. That was a fast phone call.
But yeah, so what was the big pop culture themes that were selling at the shows? What were popping off, as it were, Kevin? Or did you know?
Okay, no. The thing that I noticed that I guess is not very surprising, but anime. It was all the animes. Lots of, just you name it. My Hero Academia, Inuyasha, Sailor Moon, Dragon Ball Z, Cowboy Bebop. 1,000 other ones that I don't know. But it's like, I have very limited anime offerings. And I have nothing against it. I love a good anime like anyone else.
Sure.
But I just don't have a lot of anime products. But that was like, oh, I need to step this up a lot. What's up, Joseph?
Hey, Joseph.
Yeah, so I need to step that up quite a bit. At Fan Expo, I sold through like 100 stickers, which is pretty awesome. And then Kineticon, I sold through 60 stickers, which was interesting. It was very light. The traffic was crazy light at Kineticon. And Kineticon was also the first show that required both a mask the entire time for everyone and also proof of vaccination or a negative COVID test within the last 48 hours. So I think that don't get me wrong, I'm all about the safety precautions.
Sure.
But I think that crippled the traffic of the event. Because especially for kids that can't get the vaccine.
Yeah.
Right. And so as a parent myself, no, I'm not going to go test my kid just so we can go to this show. Not going to happen. Yeah, it's usually more packed than that, says Didi. Yeah, I've never tabled there before this year. This was my first year I've gone like to visit, but I've never sold there before.
I know that there's a couple conventions coming up in Oklahoma soon. We've got the Collectors Convention on the 16th and 17th of October, and we've got another one. I can't remember when it is, but it's another pop culture thing. And me and Joe, the guy that our girlfriends like each other, and therefore we go on double dates. He and I are interested in going, but we're also like, should we wear masks? Yes.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be a lot of people, and Oklahoma sucks when it comes to this COVID stuff.
Yeah, the hesitancy with doing what you need to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
It's
a shame.
I
mean, not really at this point.
I'm going to say this, and I don't like saying it because I've lost people to this. But just, fine. You don't want to wear a mask? Great. Enjoy dying slowly in a hospital bed, I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
okay.
You've got all the opportunities before you. So they're really, it's at that point now where it's like, okay, that's your decision. So you honestly need to deal with it.
Yeah.
And whatever that brings.
Yeah. I mean, you reap what you sow. So, yeah.
Yeah. Yes. I agree.
And I feel bad for saying it like that. I do.
And yeah, Cameron, I wore a mask for 9 hours in the sun and I wear glasses. It wasn't fun. No. And exactly. That's the thing is that during like the height of the, I mean, it's kind of weird saying that because it's like, I feel like we're right back there again. But in the height of the pandemic, the most I ever really went wearing a mask was like 2 to 3 hours, like grocery shopping or doing some kind of chore or errand or whatever. Like that was it. To actually wear it for 10 hours at a show was a different scenario.
Absolutely.
It's like, whoa, this is different. We're in a different realm now.
You're not wrong.
And Dee Dee says it was my first two. Did you do all right? Did you break even? Hopefully, did you make your money back? That's kind of sad that that's sometimes the goal, but hopefully you didn't lose money. That's not what you want. You do not want to lose money. But yeah, I would love to do some more shows like further away. I'm not in a position, I don't think, that flying is going to be a justifiable thing, but stuff that's drivable.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also trying to like utilize contacts and friends that are willing to let me crash on a couch so I can avoid hotel costs. I mean, that stuff eats away at how much I make so fast.
Yeah. I mean, I would love it if he came out to Oklahoma. I'm sure Ray would too, to do one of our shows out here. But feasibly, that's not possible right now.
It's just, I mean, I would love to do it. It's just so far away.
Yeah. And I mean, it would also have to be worth your time and everything else. And I'm sure Ray or I would put you up while you're here. So
I mean, that makes a difference. That's for sure.
Yeah. And like as far as transportation needs go, like, yeah, we'd be there for you. I know I would be. But, it's just like one of those things where like the cost to driving to doing everything else. Yep.
Mass for masses, Joseph. Let's see. Nobody has to do anything they don't want to. I mean, that's true. They don't. Correct.
Yep.
Let's see. Dee Dee says nope. Well, I'm sorry. That's a shame. What else we got? Cameron says also it's hard enough to get someone to look at. Yeah, to get someone to stop. Yeah. Oh yeah, and that's the thing too. Is like when you're smiling at everybody, but you're underneath a mask, and you're like, nobody can see me. What am I doing? I'm just sitting here like, trying to make eye contact and smile, and eye contact still is a thing, but it's just like,
Wait a second, aren't you guys artists?
Yeah.
Okay, so why don't you draw like a big ass sign that says, "I assure you, I'm smiling under the mask. Come say hello."
I'm smiling. Hello, I'm smiling. What is up, Tiger Wolf 3214? Welcome. Have you recovered from the Yeah, I think so. I would say so. Oh my goodness, Jeff, when you called, when you called me to ask me about tonight, I was so flustered.
I could tell.
I was like,
you did not want to. You took a tone with me, and I was like,
because I was like right on. Like I literally I had just finished working like all day at the show, and which all day it ended at 3. They ended the show at 3. But like I was there at like 8 a.m. till 3. I worked all day. I tore the booth down. I came home. I immediately started sprinting to sort the laundry, make a grocery list. And I was so flustered. I was so exhausted. And I'm sitting there and here comes Jeff. He's like, "What's up, buddy?" It's like, "What do you need?"
Yep.
I'm sorry. I was like, had the grocery cart, had my phone on like my shoulder. I was like, I don't know if I could commit to anything at this exact moment.
Yeah. I was just like, I just want to hang out.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I was tired. Smile and wave, says Goal Line. All right, let me pick another thing to draw. Let's do another. All right,
well,
let's get another thing.
Things to pick. And,
let me look at what have we done so far.
There's been numerous requests for Space Needles.
Has there really?
Yeah, there's been 4.
Oh. Well, let's do a
Seattle
Space Needle.
The Toronto one, the Vegas one, the Australia one.
There's one in Australia?
Yeah, one in Auckland.
I've been doing
Auckland is in New Zealand though, so never mind.
Meeting stuff all day. Yeah. Nightbot's like, stop cursing. What's up, Ark? We got Arctic Arts watching over on the YouTubes.
Hello, Arctic Arts.
Arctic is my guest artist this month. We're still a little ways from. Actually, no, we're not. We are 1 week away.
What's your theme that you guys are?
Oh my goodness! So I'm gonna hit you up, Art, because we need to figure that out now.
Nice.
Man, going to back shows, that takes it out of you. Yeah, next week, next Friday, Art is gonna be my guest artist, and we need to figure out what theme you want to do. So
that's cool.
Figure out whatever you want to do, man. It can be vague, it can be specific, it can be anything your heart desires.
Have you guys done action figures yet? I know you've done toys.
No.
You've done vehicle toys, but you haven't done action figures.
No, haven't done action figures.
There you go.
Ooh, let's do Mount Kilimanjaro is kind of fun.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see. 1021, 1121. Where'd that go?
Hey, Jesse's Bricks Galaxy. How's it going, bud? Thanks for showing up.
Yeah, I don't know why it said spam. I don't know why it said this. It's not spam. Thanks for being here, though. I appreciate it. Tiger Wolf. Where did that go?
Kevin has done game stuff, but to get another perspective on it would be nice, because usually that's not what the topic is when he's got a buddy with him. So that'd be cool if you two did.
Yeah, I definitely don't mind redoing a theme I've done already when I have a guest artist. I don't mind at all. We can do it. I mean, we've done robots so many times.
Jesus.
We've done robots so. Where did that thing go? What was Primal Gamer 1021, 1121? Where did you go, Primal Gamer? Where did you go? Where are you hiding?
I put it in the thing.
Oh, there it is. I know. I just wanted to put it on the screen. Tiger Wolf says, no problem. I like your art just generally. Your ending as I'm getting on. Oh, I got you. Yeah. I'm going to switch. I know I've said this before. I'll say it again. I'll say it a lot more when we get near the end of the year, but I am going to switch to evenings next year. So when we get to 2022, we'll be switching to Friday nights.
So you're going to take over my time slot?
No, because you go at 9, don't you?
I go at 9 o'clock Eastern.
Yeah, I'm going 5 to 8.
Oh,
that's my plan. That's my plan.
Okay, good. Fantastic. Hey, speaking of video game stuff, if you want to see Kevin's favorite games from Nintendo, you should head over to Tons of Fun at 8 o'clock tonight Central, 9 o'clock Eastern. Just saying.
Yep. That's on Jeff's YouTube channel.
Yep.
Which is just his name.
Yep.
just his name. Yes.
Yep.
Primal Gamer, I'm here. Yeah, I was looking for your when you wrote in the chat. All right. Let's see.
Who else is going to be on the show? Joseph Zawada is going to be on the show tonight.
Always love a good Joseph Zawada.
He's officially part of the panel.
He's my favorite Zawada.
Mine too.
And I will say that every day.
But it should be an interesting topic tonight. I know Kevin's kind of excited about it.
So it's not. I thought it was just Super Nintendo. It's not. It's like Nintendo in general.
I think it would be better if we did Nintendo in general as a broader range. Yeah,
that's fine.
Oh, okay.
That just skewed my mental prep talk.
Well, I mean, you can still do your mental prep talk about the SNES. It's okay. You can still go on. It's
definitely. My son asked me yesterday what was my favorite game system, and I told him Super Nintendo. So it's definitely still up there as relevant to my Nintendo journey, as it were.
Well, I mean, sure, talk as much as you want about it. That's the whole idea. You're the special guest, man. You get to talk about whatever the hell you want.
Oh, I'm not special. But I appreciate that. Thank you.
Oh,
This could be kind of tricky, but I think it could be cool. The Hill of Crosses in Lithuania. Ooh. We could do that if you want, Ark. That's fine. Like we can literally do whatever you want. So if you want Japanese games, that's fine.
Yeah.
That is totally fine.
You could also do the hill in Jerusalem where Jesus was crucified.
Let's see. I think
the hill with the 3 crosses. That place is pretty nice, by the way. Just saying. I'm not being a jerk.
No, I'm not. I know.
It's nice. It is funny though, because apparently, so the closest thing that I've ever gotten to believing was I was reading reports about when they filmed The Passion, and apparently the dude got struck by lightning twice.
Oh yeah, yep, that's the thing.
And like, I don't know. At that point, I would have been like, well,
all right, maybe we should stop. maybe we should stop.
Yeah.
Oh man. Joseph Wada says, "Have you been to Israel, Jeff?"
It's none of your business.
Oh, well, there you go. That's the answer to that question. All right, this one is going to absolutely move us into the color section, so I'm going to start coloring this one.
Oh, starting a little early, cheating a little bit.
Well, I'm not, because I'm not at all close to being done. So, but I stick pretty close to my rule, and I'm very confident this is going to push us.
I have to make a suggestion because none of these people have done it.
Okay.
There we
go. Oh yeah. Yep.
It's a good one.
That's definitely.
You know,
where was that filmed?
Universal Backlot.
Oh really? It's not like in a town somewhere?
No, so
there's no real clock tower anywhere?
Yeah, it's in the Universal Backlot.
Oh.
Okay, so so Seinfeld and Frasier and a bunch of other film and TV shows were filmed in that backlot just because of how well it was.
Yeah.
Gremlins was also filmed at the same place that they did all the Hill Valley stuff.
I love Gremlins.
Yeah.
I need to see it again.
So does Kirk Wilson, apparently. Like, he kind of has an unhealthy obsession with it.
He has an unhealthy obsession.
Yeah, he was telling me about all this fan fiction he was reading the other day. It was really weird.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm not. Okay.
Yeah.
Just
leave it there.
We're just gonna leave that one there.
Uh-huh.
I don't go into the fan fiction of really anything.
No, same.
I don't think there's anything I go into fan fiction.
Okay, so I take that back. So Emily found a good Fallout fan fiction story.
Okay.
And I was like, okay. And I'm expecting it to happen. I'm expecting for something naughty to happen. But no,
you're waiting for the shoe to drop? You're just like, all right, let's get this over with. Let's get it over with.
The armor. Okay. Oh, and you're just okay. But like, no, it was really well written. It was one of the few fan fiction stories that I've read that I went, this would be nice. You know, yeah. And I hope that people will think that about Resolve, a completely original IP.
Absolutely. Primal Gamer says, do you have a favorite video game?
Boy, do you.
Boy, do I. Yes. You go first, though, Jeff.
Oh, that's not fair.
I was not prepared for this.
So there's games to kill time, and there's games that I like. My favorite game to kill time with is Space Engineers.
You've done that on live stream a couple times.
I've done it a couple of times. Yeah, it's a very wonderful game. It lets me flex that creativity that I'd like. My favorite video game is
video games.
Video games is a toss-up between the first Dead Space and words are happening. The Ghostbusters game.
Words are happening.
I also really enjoy Cyberpunk, but that's whatever. So yeah, what about you, Kevin?
So of all time, Earthbound's my favorite game. That's Super Nintendo. It's called Mother 2 in Japan, but it is RPG, and it's just so crazy and zany, and also like very oddly touching and impactful. But that is my favorite game.
Oh, so this is an interesting point about the backlot. I forgot to mention this, but this is 100% true. The movie The Monster Squad, Wolfman's Got Nards, was also filmed on the backlot.
Is that the name of the movie?
Yeah, it's called Monster Squad, but like they're debating on how to like take a Wolfman down because it's he's blocking the door, he's being all snarly, and one of the kids is like, kick him in the nards. Do Wolfman have nards? Just kick him in the nards. They kicked him in the nards, and Wolfman has nards.
Confirmed.
So if you were alive in that time and you were a child, that became a new catchphrase. Just saying.
Oh, interesting. All right, what do I want to do?
Oh, speaking of monster-y things, this is a direct question for Nick. Have you read Monster Hunters Incorporated? Also, Kevin, I scrapped the monster idea because I'm just rewriting this book. Okay. So,
also, Nick, you should finally get Greg Hyland on your show because he just launched the Kickstarter for Monster Atlas #2. That was literally almost a like, oh my goodness, was it almost a year ago when I was like, you guys should get together on your show. But he just launched his Kickstarter for Monster Atlas Volume 2, which is Europe. And so it's a whole another book full of monsters. So,
well, Nick, you get it on Audible and you listen there.
I don't. Nothing made me double tap harder. Says Tiger Wolf. Oh, the first Dead Space was peak fear creation.
Oh yeah, dude, it was terrifying.
I don't like playing scary games, but I like watching other people play scary games.
Yeah, it's.
I don't know why.
I remember playing it for the first time and going, "Well, just shoot him in the head because there's not." Oh no, nope, and did not like it. Hey, Brett Spills is here. How you doing, Brett?
What's up, Brett? Welcome. This bad boy is a dormant volcano. I remember because I did a clay sculpture for an Earth science. Oh, that's interesting.
That's cool.
Let's see. Rick and Forster says, mind your business. Great concept. What are you talking about? What does that mean?
I think he's still talking about the mask thing that we talked about 30 minutes ago.
Are you on a delay?
He might be on a delay.
Might be on a delay. All right. We shall be right here.
And then when you get past the delay and you go, oh, they mentioned it. Now I feel silly. Well, Dead Space 2 is more cinematic than their first one. That's the one thing that I took away from it. And it led promise to like the third one. And the third one happened. And I was like, oh, EA did a lot of things with this. Great. And it was crap. Like microtransactions, a stupid storyline. Just, it was not good. So, yeah.
Oh, I'll do one giraffe in the front. I know that was a thing. Because I put some animals. I'll put a giraffe. I'll do one giraffe.
Maybe you should put a bunny person being killed by a fallen, like...
That's copywritten by, was it Magic the Gathering? I don't remember. Was it Magic or was it Dungeon? Who was the one that did it? Somebody's trying to do it. I don't remember. It's all right.
Saying that a bunny person getting smashed by a tree limb would be okay.
That would be all right.
Yeah.
You'd be okay with this?
I'd be okay with it. Would you be okay with it?
Nah, I'd be all right, I guess. You guys can't make me feel silly.
So, Kevin and I were talking about we're going to talk about Resolve right now. Is that okay, Kevin?
Yeah, go ahead. That's fine. That's fine.
So we're talking about Resolve, and we have a running joke in it, and like, Kevin is very squeamish.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. So I've been thinking of horrible ways for a certain race of people to die every issue. And like, I haven't reached the Jeff, I don't know yet, with Kevin yet, but I think we're going to get there.
Is that a goal?
I've done my very
is that a goal?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh, all right. Oh, that's a goal.
I want to make you feel uncomfortable while you draw something.
Why? Why would you want to do that?
Because that brings out the best talent in somebody sometimes.
Oh, gotcha. I mean, sometimes it's true.
Yeah. I mean,
see you later, Golden Light Pictures.
Later, man. I mean, I avoided horses as the main part of travel, so you're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, all of a sudden I'll become like an expert at it if I keep doing it. And you know what's funny is I just put up so for anybody that's listening that is a patron, I just put up another thread because I do a special Patreon anniversary doodle stream every year. That's in November. So that will be patron requests only during that show. And of course, Matt has already asked for a horse. He already got an entire episode dedicated to horses, and he is not letting it go. And so horses again. So, like, really? Really?
I've been thinking about introducing something to resolve that you might love or hate. I'm not sure. Is that horse people?
I'm just gonna shake my head. All the horses are referred to off page. Oh yeah, my horse that I left over here is so tired. All right, let's get for Arc. Mr. Saturn is iconic, Joseph Zawada. Get some Canadian representation in here with the CN Tower. I think he threw that in there. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
Get that on the screen. That was cool. I went there when I was in Toronto a couple years ago for, what was it? Bricks in the Six. Went and visited that.
Yeah.
CN Tower.
It's a beautiful city, I hear.
Yeah, it was a really beautiful city.
Yeah.
All right, what's a good? There we go.
Yeah, good talk.
Good talk, everybody. Everybody, good talk.
Good talk. All right.
I don't really have anything else to add to that. It was a really nice, really nice place.
Okay, we're done. All right.
And finished.
Moving right along.
Well, found the fire exit.
It feels dusty trail.
Indeed.
So, speaking of landmarks, somebody suggested a nice September 11th tribute. I didn't copy it down because I didn't think you should do that, but that's just me. Would you be okay with that, or do you want me to?
We could maybe do something like with the World Trade Center 1, right? Is that the name of the
Freedom Tower?
Is that what it is? But it also, I thought it's like World Trade Center 1 or something. I don't know. It's probably both. It's probably both of those names, actually. But that's fine.
That'd be cool. Yeah. All right, so there we go. So Joseph is getting that request in with a question mark. So there we go.
Question mark?
There you go.
Maybe. I guess that's what it's called.
Yeah.
It's probably like every other building and it has like several names.
Sure. Like
I need to go. I'd like to
call something else completely nowadays. So, but it's still the Chrysler Building.
Remember when like Sears Tower was Willis Tower, and then it was back to Sears Tower, and then back to Willis Tower? Like, what is this building called? What is this?
Well, Joseph, we can do two. Not like we're having people pop off with suggestions here. I'm not wrong, Kevin.
You guys need to stop popping off. All right, get some red up here.
Yeah, what else? Oh, so I was bringing up King Kong for a reason, or New York for a reason, Twin Towers for a reason. So in the 1976 version with Jeff Bridges, King Kong is seen swinging from Tower 1 to Tower 2. And it's like,
okay.
It's so bad. Like, stop motion and, like, so bad, like, effects. It just looks...
Does it just look awful?
Oh, yes.
That's a shame.
Like, you could tell when they were running out of, like, money for their budget.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, and one of the best shots of the movie you're supposed to be...
Oh, money's gone.
Well...
money's gone.
Well, so... The stupidest thing in that movie... there's a lot of things about King Kong 76 that are bad. So they ran from the giant monkey, and they're on the streets, and they're like, well, oh geez, the giant monkey, Rick, what are we gonna do? Morty, let's just go into this bar.
There's a giant monkey?
So they go into a bar, and they have drinks, and then like the girl like uses the powder room, and I guess very delicately King Kong sticks his giant monkey fingers in,
okay,
and like plucks her out of the bathroom.
All right.
Giant monkey reaching through small window.
All right.
I mean, the hand's the size of a Buick. There's no like.
Yeah.
So that's when my disbelief was in full effect.
That's when you lost the immersion. You're like, and I'm out. Hey, that was your moment. You're like, and I will not stand for this. Let us go. Gather
also,
all your
Emily
things.
finally saw Skull Island and was very happy with it.
It was a great film. It was a good one. I like that one a lot.
She's the horror aficionado and like Transformers person in the family.
Yeah.
And it's rare for her to enjoy a slasher flick these days, or like monster movie or whatever, because it's bad. Yeah, I don't know how to explain it.
Sure. No, I get you.
It's nice. It was nice seeing her happy. It's nice when your partner smiles.
That one is that's a good one. I also enjoyed seeing that. I mean, it was a while ago, but I was like, this is great. I'm also kind of glad I saw that before I feel like Tom Hiddleston like really, really took off. Because now I'd be like,
talking about Skull Island, not when your partner smiles. I was like, Jesus, it's been a while. Really, what's going on here, Kevin? Loft apartment here. What's going on?
I was like, what are you talking about?
I was talking about how it made my partner happy and smile, and I was really glad to see it. And then you're like, yeah, that has I haven't seen that for a while, and I was like, a little personal here. What's going on?
I didn't. All right, something. I don't. Okay, miscommunication on that one, I guess.
But we're good now.
When I saw that film, whenever that was, I enjoyed it, and I remember because Tom Hiddleston's in it, right? He's in that film.
Yeah.
And
Captain Marvel.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Brie Larson's in it? I don't remember that.
She's the gal.
Oh, well. So see, like, I feel like I'd have a hard time, like, not to say that he's a bad actor, but I'm like, oh, it's Loki. Like, as I was telling you, me watching Dune, I'm like, why is Jean-Luc Picard here? What are you doing? Like, I cannot in any way see him he's just like, he's in like this military, I'm like, you are Jean-Luc Picard. That is who you are. What are you doing here? And he was like, he was only in a couple scenes, but like the scenes he was in control of those scenes. I'm like, there he is. Everybody, there he is. Look, like I couldn't unsee him.
Yeah, Patrick Stewart has always been a top shelf actor.
For sure. Like
He's only gotten better with like age, so
I can differentiate him between like Professor X and Jean-Luc Picard, but I'm like, that is.
You can?
I can. Like, I'm like, yep.
They both sit in chairs. They both tell people what to do.
That's true. But like I can pull them like as separate characters in my mind.
So can I, but sorry.
But you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But yeah, I did enjoy it. That was a good movie. And I'm looking forward to finishing Dune, and maybe I'll understand what's going on, but I feel like I'm not going to.
No, you won't.
I'm gonna be like, oh, it's over. I am dissatisfied.
It's the reason that it flopped in the theaters, man.
Do you think the new one is going to be great?
I think that they learned how to have narrative stories that make effing sense. So
in the last like 20 years.
Yeah, 30.
And that guy, the main guy that's like Paul.
Yeah.
Where do I know him from? Like, he's in some sitcom of some kind that I'm like, I know him from some sitcom, and that's where I know this guy from. but I can't recall what it is.
I'm looking it up now on IMDb, so we both don't go crazy thinking.
Because it's definitely him, like in some kind of sitcom, and I'm just trying to remember which one that was.
Yeah. So Dune, 1984. The sleeper has awoken. There's bad news bears for everybody.
The Spice.
Kyle MacLachlan.
The Spice.
Twin Peaks.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's see here. So Joe Exotic. Interesting. Confess Fletch. Atlantis Crossing. Capone. Carol's Second Act. Tesla. Staggering Girl. High Flying Bird. The House with a Clock in Its Walls. That was a really good movie.
Maybe it was just Twin Peaks is what I was thinking of.
Giant Little Ones. Portlandia. Gravity Falls. Inside Out. He was in S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The Good Wife. Believe he was in How I Met Your Mother. He played the captain there.
Gotcha.
Made in Jersey.
All right, here's our CN Tower.
Oh, God, he was in Desperate Housewives.
Put it up there.
What's this guy doing?
Put it right there above the Statue of Liberty.
Boom.
Geographically accurate.
Yeah. He's been in a really lot of crappy movies.
Let's see. Primal Gamer says, so no fictional. Yeah, I'd like, just for today's episode, I think I want to stick to like real things.
I mean, the International Space Station is a landmark.
Seems legit. Yeah, thanks, Ark. There it is. We did it.
Yay.
Man, I do feel a little rusty, though. Hopefully this stuff doesn't look terrible, because I haven't done this in like 2-3 weeks.
It doesn't look too terrible. It's still,
I did actually last night. I was doing some just warm-up stuff because it has really been that long since I've been like using the tablet to draw or anything. So I was like,
I recall you had a tone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Next thing.
There's a lot of good ones in there. Joseph still wants to see
the
process.
Let me take a look and see what that looks like.
All right. I don't know how to say that, but it looks like a fun word.
Oh man. Wow. That's kind of complicated. Joseph's like, I'm gonna give you the most complicated one ever. Like, wow, that's like really interesting. It is, as you would imagine, a hill of like 1,000,000 crosses.
Are they happy crosses?
It's like, you know what it kind of reminds me of? Like the Game of Thrones throne and all the promotional material, where it's like the throne of all these swords and like weapons. It's like this amalgamation of stuff. It's a hill of crosses. So there's like 1,000,000 crosses on this hill that are all kind of like jetting out in slightly different varying ways, but it's a giant hill of crosses.
So Kevin, I never watched Game of Thrones, but I'll take your word for it.
Neither have I, but I've seen all the promo material, and you can't tell me you've never seen a promo material for Game of Thrones.
I mean, I can tell you that. I'd obviously be lying, but I mean,
Because like I said, I've never seen a single episode, but I've seen the posters of the throne, over and over again. So it's like, it reminds me of that. So let's see. I don't even know how I go about doing that, to be honest. That is beyond my doodling capabilities.
We've reached maximum doodle.
That is maximum doodleage for that. I mean, that's a lot going on there.
And Scotty's giving her all she's got. But what you get is what you get.
Let's see what else we got in here. What else do we got?
At the clock tower from Back to the Future. Just saying.
What is this? Let me look up what this thing is.
Coliseum in Rome.
Yeah, that's definitely a landmark.
The Machu Picchu Temple. Freedom Towers in New York.
That is an interesting one that John Y suggested. Let's see. What do we got here? Oh, yeah. Let me look at look up some of these. Oh, what's up, Deanna? I'm sorry, I totally missed you.
I don't even see Deanna in here.
You copied her thing. You copied her suggestion.
Oh, dude, I just kind of stopped looking at names.
Well, hello. I'm sorry I missed. That was a while ago. That was like an hour ago. So sorry. What do we got? I was gonna look up something, and then what was I gonna look up? Oh, now I know. All right. Let's see. That one is a fun one. All right, we're gonna do this one that Larry suggested, the Red Rocks Amphitheater.
Yeah.
Which is in Colorado. I've been there a couple times, but I've never been there for an actual show. I was always there like visiting just the area because they do concerts and stuff there.
They do.
I've never been there for a show. Well. Chris is here, guest of honor. What's up, Zoom?
How's it going, man?
Welcome. The world's largest ball of yarn. And then here you go, Chris. This was your suggestion for the warm-up. And it was funny because I was telling Jeff as I was drawing this, I'm like, Chris has asked me to draw this before. And I have drawn this before. It was, I think, during the nature episode, but it was not color. So you have a black and white one and a color one now.
So what you're saying is that basically that's off the table from here on out.
Probably. I mean, usually I'm okay with doing stuff over and over again if I can like improve it and make it a little bit better each time. But sure. Like if I'm not doing anything and it's just drawing the same thing over and I'm like, all right, I'm done with that one.
I mean, how many Grogu requests did you do?
I know, and that's why I was like, I think we've achieved maximum Grogu.
Oh, so Fazoom's critique is, where's the alien ship?
It's there. Do you believe?
Nice.
It's over there in the distance. It's over there in the clouds.
Yep, totally noticeable.
And I specifically did it to make it be like the old school UFO. All right, let me get back to this one over here. Yep. Oh man, I can't believe next week is the multiplayer. Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
That should be good though. I've been looking forward to having Ark on the show for many months. And he was also very kind to be a backup for me during one of the months because I was afraid my guest was going to fall through.
Yeah.
And then he didn't, which was great. But then he's kind of been waiting on a lurch since then. So I'm happy that we're going to get to that. It's going to be good.
Who's MCing for you?
I don't have anybody planned yet.
Hello.
Hi.
I would like to be that person.
Would you?
Yeah.
Okay. Got you on. You're on.
Cool. Especially if you guys are doing video games. It's nice to talk video games with people.
Yes.
You know?
No. Have you not seen Close Encounters? Yeah, I have. Indeed.
It's not the right spaceship, Kevin. That is a random spaceship. Leaving Close Encounters. It's not differently.
Can you please draw it more like what I want? I do not like this. Draw it better, please.
You know, for Zoom out to take a Friday off and join you on one of your double plays.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, you should.
Whenever that could potentially work in the future, always hit me up. You know where to find me.
I'm wearing Chris's shirt today.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I've seen the work. I know it's possible.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, and I'll tell you this, folks, for those of you that are here usually and at the show often, this has absolutely helped with my speed in drawing because the commissions I've done at the last few shows has been pretty easy for me to knock out, like usually 45 minutes to an hour per commission. And that's like, you know, a little bit more involved than these, but this is helping me with speed a lot.
Hey, Kevin, I have a silly question.
Okay.
You ready for it?
I think so. I'm as ready as I'm going to be.
So, Well, how's the stack of commissions that you have? It's been in the backlog or whatever.
Oh yeah, it's still. So the sad thing is, over the last month or so, I haven't been able to touch any of them at all. Period. None. So the wait list is exactly as it was in August time frame, I guess.
Yeah.
No, actually since July, because all of August I was working on all the Halloween stuff. And then I was getting con stuff prepped and ready to go. And so now it's good that it's done and it's out of the way. But yeah, the traditional commission list did not move and hasn't moved in the last like month and a half.
Oof.
Yep. Not the best. Not the best.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
No, it's not. I shouldn't have brought that up.
No, it's all right. It's okay. It's there's just like there's just so many hours in the day. I can only focus on so many things, whereas also as people tend to forget often, I am still the main house parent of this home. So I am the one that makes all the meals. We do all the school stuff. I'm the one mowing the lawn, doing the grocery shopping, laundry, you name it, I'm doing it. And so that also has to factor into my schedule. And believe me, I feel guilty all the time about it. I'm like, man, these people wait forever and money is nice. It'd be nice to do this, but it's like I have to prioritize differently at different points. But I'm thinking about maybe, I don't know, maybe December or maybe January, just being like, this is commission month and I'm going to do nothing but commissions. And that is all I'm going to work on for the month to try to just clear out the whole list. That's going to be my goal. That's what I'm going to try to do.
Okay.
It took me 2 seconds. Yeah. So that's the thing is that I've gotten faster at doing some of those things because I've done them so long. So now it's like I was able to bust them out pretty quick, which was awesome. But that was still like 12 stickers over the course of 2 weeks, I think.
Later, Chris. Hope
See you later.
Have a nice time at Waffle House.
Is that where the date is?
I don't know. I just assume it is.
Just assume. Yeah, and
so what's the book deal? What's that all about?
Yep. That is kind of cool. It's kind of exciting. So at the first show I was at in May, right? In May. And I had my little booth. There was a publishing studio that also had a booth, and they took an interest in my work, and they took a business card, and we chatted a little bit, and that was kind of the end of that, right? Mm-hmm. And then they contacted me a little while ago, like a month ago. Actually, when they contacted me, when Etsy got shut down.
Womp womp.
And they were like, hey, we saw this. That really, really sucks. We're sorry for you, but we've been taking an interest in your work. We've been following you. We really like it. And we've been meaning to, hit you up and see if you'd be willing to do a project for us and, not to prey upon you during, a harsh time, but this might be helpful for you maybe now. And I'm like, yeah, that sounds like a good thing. So I had a phone call with them, and then I had several follow-up meetings over the course of the last couple months. And 2 days ago, I finally signed the contract that I will illustrate a book for them. So that is official. I can't share any details about it yet, but I do have a kind of a proactive approval from them that I can post up to Patreon, because that's, behind a paywall. It's people that are already supporting me. And they just have to take a look at it before I do it, but they're okay with it. So that is something I'm going to be working on. They have, they still need to finish the manuscript. It's not 100% done, but it is a novel. It is not a comic book, so it's not as like illustration heavy, but it is like illustrated fantasy novel.
Cool.
And it's going to be a big deal. I'm going to have a lot more details as we get closer to, more fun stuff. But I'm excited about it. It should be a lot of fun, and I'm obviously very thankful that they wanted to give me that opportunity.
Would it be okay to ask if it's for an original IP or an already existing IP?
It is original. It is an original IP.
Not about a person trying to collect magic stones or anything.
No, it's not. It's not. It is not. I would have seen a correspondence to that. Sent a link. But yes, it should be good. It should be really good. I mean, I'm excited about it. I'm excited to share. Obviously, it's more fun to share stuff than just talk about it. But should be. I think the time frame though is like we're talking December, January, February, so it's a little whiles away. But there's still a lot of work to be done.
Yeah, absolutely.
And a lot of stuff to learn and take from it because we talk about me with the publishing house. We talked about my projects going on, and they do have a genuine interest in me as an artist. And they're like, if this works out, we could do a lot more. We could even help you with your own original stuff if you have stuff like that you're working on. I'm like, well, I am actually. So maybe this is a thing.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Also, we'll see how it goes.
Well, it was nice while it lasted. That's all I'm going to say, because if you get up with a big, publishing house, they're going to be like, yeah, we have people that can do it better. So
no. You stop that nonsense. Stop that nonsense.
That's true.
Don't act like you don't know who I am, Jeff. You cut that out right now.
I know. I'm just saying, no, that I would. Yeah.
I don't forget people. I have yet to do it once in my entire life, so I'm not going to start now. Let's see. So there's our Red Rocks Amphitheater. I didn't really want to put human beings in it because that seemed like a lot of work.
Yeah.
But there are little people that would sit here. Let's see. Ray says, make sure you keep the rights, but it should be good. And yes, I have 100% rights over all of the artwork I create for the novel. It is in the contract. So that's another really exciting thing about this project is that should I choose to do other things with it, which we already also kind of discussed, I do have complete copyright over all the artwork I create for the novel.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, it's like there's not really a reason not to. It's like, oh, this seems like, why would I not get into this?
Yeah.
But I do think there's a lot of great experience to come from it.
For sure.
What's up, Gator Bricks?
Hey, Gator Bricks, Cadillac Ranch. You got it, bud.
But yeah, that was something I was thinking about in terms of the Halloween stuff, is how fast I was able to produce that round of stickers, because last time it did take me like the entire month to do 10 last year for Halloween.
Yeah, you poured those suckers out pretty fast, I gotta say.
Yeah, and then this year 12 in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good. See, kids, just keep doing it. Keep practicing. You'll get faster. That's what it's all about. All right, let's see. What else we got?
Well, I have a controversial subject to ask you about.
Oh, great. Well, this stream is always the perfect time to ask.
Okay, great. Have you had any second thoughts about the fruit pie suggestion?
No, not at this exact moment in time.
Okay. Priorities, I guess. It's fine. It's just, okay.
At this point, I'm gonna just do it like 100% just to appease you. Be like, there you go. I'll be like, this is 100% for you. Enjoy. Oh, this is really interesting. Like a bunch of cars in the desert.
Yeah.
Texas landmark. That's fascinating. Hot take police are here. I'm all about it. All about the hot take. That's a police siren.
Is that what that was? Huh.
Okay, you may do better. That's fine. Go ahead.
Whoop, whoop. I'm not better at all. I'll judge the hell out of you, though.
All right, let me draw. Let's draw. Let's do another one. Okay, this is a good one. The Chrysler Redeemer in Brazil. That's a pretty cool statue, actually.
What's the Chrysler Redeemer statue? Is that the one in?
It's in Brazil. It's like with it, like his arms stretched out.
Yeah,
like,
that's a cool statue.
It is. It's a really neat statue.
Yeah.
Let's see. That was at 10:50, so 11:50. Where did you go? There you go. All right. The yips. Yip yip yip.
Yips.
Yip yip. That's for the hot take police. See, if you guys watched Arctic Arts on Twitch, you would know all about that. All right.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. There's time to fix it, but yeah, that's all right. Let's see. Sigh.
There's that Jeff sigh. All right, we're good. So
there's the Jeff sigh. All right.
So what film in the last 4 months of this year, good God, are you looking forward to, Kevin?
I mean, I'm looking forward to the Ghostbusters one. I mean, that one seems kind of exciting. What else? Is there something else that I was excited about? I was excited about Space Jam. I didn't go in thinking like, oh, this is going to be an amazing piece of cinematic history, but I was excited for it because I liked the first one. That occurred. That already happened. So we're done with that. We got that out of our lives.
I heard it was not good.
It was okay, but it wasn't like great. I don't think it was bad. I just think it was like not great.
The people that I spoke to are pretty solid when it comes to their movie opinions. They're my friends.
Yeah, sure.
Like it was basically Warner Brothers going, look at all the stuff we own.
Look at all of our properties. Yeah, that's about right. That's about right. And kind of like for no reason. Like no like good story reason. Just like, all right.
Like the first Space Jam had like it wasn't like poetry or anything.
It was exactly as good as the first one. I don't know about exactly as good as the first one.
Ray has a negative opinion.
I would probably be more excited for Venom, the second one, if I'd seen the first one, but I still haven't. So it's like, awesome. I heard good things. I'd like to see it.
Yep. So Jaden Kalili is here, and he's just spamming hellos. And,
hello, Jaden. That's a lot of highs.
And I say goodbye. You say hello. I say goodbye. There you go. One high is really enough.
That is, usually really enough, indeed.
Yep.
That is usually enough. I like how calmly that. That's great.
I mean, I've matured in my old age, Kevin.
It was great.
Got rid of that spark that, I want to go for a 1K in retirement. That's all I want.
Is there any other? I don't think there's any other movies that I'm like amped for. It's like, all right.
What about the Matrix?
Yeah, I mean, is that this year or is that next year?
That is this year, this Christmas.
Oh. Yeah, I guess you could put that one in the category of me being excited.
Okay. It's a good one,
And only one of the Wachowski, right? Wachowski. Only one of the Wachowskis is involved in this one versus like both of the siblings. I think is what I saw.
That's.
I mean, I don't know how I feel about it, but
yeah, it's whatever.
I mean, I can only assume it'll still be. It's just like the first one had both of them being involved, so part of me is like, oh no, is it going to be bad that only one's involved now? But I don't know.
Well, I mean, I know one of them basically walked away from Hollywood.
Well, then maybe that's just the reason, and that's it.
Because I know that like while they were transitioning, like a lot of things were said about them, and like
sure, yep,
a lot of hatred, a lot of unjustified hatred.
Yep, I believe it.
And and like if I were in the movie biz, and that was happening, I'd probably give him the finger too and be like, yeah, thanks for all your money. I'm out.
I'm done. Yep, for sure. Understandable.
Yeah. Which
is horrible.
In this world still,
yeah, there is. Yes, there is. Jaden says, how's it going? It's going okay. How are you? Welcome. We're drawing landmarks today.
We are drawing landmarks.
So if you have an idea or suggestion for a landmark, you can feel free to put that in the chat one time.
It has to be a real landmark.
Yes, we're sticking with real. We're sticking. That is not a landmark.
Rick O'Brien is not a landmark. Fenway Park, where he's from, is a landmark.
That is a landmark. That is not a landmark. Human beings are not normally, unless it's a statue of a human being, which is what I'm literally doing right now. Literally right now.
Yep.
Let's see. Gotta love that moment in real time when I'm realizing what I'm saying does not jive with what I'm drawing. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Oh, no.
No. Let me clarify. Thank you.
Pay no attention to what this means.
Ignore me. Kevin, I can't remember if I've asked you if you've seen the Venture Brothers or not.
I have. I know of it. I've heard it, and I think I've seen 1 or 2 episodes, but I've not watched the whole show.
Okay, it's on HBO Max. You should watch it.
How many seasons is it?
7.
Man, it's a lot of seasons.
It's really good. It's really funny. If you like Johnny Quest when you were a kid, this is kind of that love song, but like in the dark, jaded, cynical way that we all grew up into. Because,
sure.
You know.
Yep. I remember my dad was like really into Johnny Quest, and so he like forced me to watch a couple episodes, and I was like, this is boring. Wow. I'd be willing to watch it again. Like, this was me as a kid, you know, like I'd be willing to watch it again now. But there was stuff my dad, like, you know, quote unquote, forced me to watch that I ended up liking back then. Like he made me watch Gilligan's Island, which I really liked.
You really liked Gilligan's Island?
Yeah, I did. I was like, this is fun. And then what was something else that Star Trek? My dad was the one that was like, you should watch Star Trek. I'm like, all right.
Star Trek is the greatest thing that's ever been invented by mankind.
There you go.
Yeah.
I do like. You know what I sketched out last night? You know, I told you I was just kind of like messing around trying to, you know, shake the rust off. I sketched out my Star Trek stickers for Kirk, Picard, Cisco, and Janeway.
I'm sorry. Your what stickers?
Star Trek stickers.
When does that happen?
That's not going to be till like next year, probably. But I would like to do some Star Trek like portrait stickers.
Okay.
But I'm going to change it up because I don't think that the no offense to the actors, but like the portraits alone, I don't think are enough to like convey who the characters are. So I'm going to do like something a little different, but I'm excited about it. And it's going to be like kind of like waist up, but also there's something else. You'll see. You'll all see eventually.
All right.
It'll all become clear.
So that's the goal, Kevin, is that when Who's It's become a super success, I want to write a Star Trek show for Star Trek people. That'd be cool.
That would be cool. I mean, they're definitely like going off in the Star Trek verse right now.
Yeah. I mentioned Lower Decks earlier, and that show is hilarious and great.
Yeah, my son saw a commercial on Nickelodeon. My 8-year-old son saw a commercial on Nickelodeon for the Prodigy show.
Yeah.
Because, you know, that's the target market for that one. And he came over, he's like, Dad, I just saw a commercial for Star Trek on Nickelodeon. It's like, oh, you did? You know, because I already knew all about it, but I wanted him to feel special.
Yeah.
And so he was feeling like he was about it. So I'm like, uh-oh, is this it? I can't push. Don't push. You push, sometimes you can drive them away. So you kind of like just let them do it in their own time.
Oh, hey, Meredith. Nice of you to stop by. Hello. Sorry you're stuck in meetings all day.
Yeah, thanks for popping by in the middle of those very riveting meetings.
Meredith gave an excellent episode about amateur racing.
Yes, I listened to that one. I almost never catch them live, unfortunately.
No, I know. It's not too late for you.
It is it usually, I'm like done.
Okay, but yeah.
But it was good.
I don't mean to keep plugging my stuff, but I'm going to keep plugging my stuff. There's that.
There is that. And now I will wait for Nick to put the quote in the chat.
I look forward to our future stream that is requested Jeff as different Star Trek characters.
Jess Picard. It's pretty funny. All right, there we go. That was a pretty good one. I think that's probably my favorite one so far.
That's a good one.
Has anyone suggested Falling Water? No, they have not. What does it say? Trying to talk Nessie into doing a Monarch and Mrs. Monarch cosplay.
Oh, geez.
I think I know what that outfit is. All right, let me look up some more of these suggestions we've got here. So we have 45 minutes left of the stream, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, we've got like 2 or 3 that is definitely you can do 2 or 3, right? Yeah,
I think so.
Well, the Forbidden City is a good one too, but yeah, it's going in. Okay, locked and loaded.
Interesting. Key West mile marker.
Yeah,
like just the green sign. It says mile 0. Is that it, or something else?
I think it's the one that says mile 0. Yeah.
Like it's just like a regular road sign, but it says like mile 0 on it.
Right, but Key West, it's never mind.
I mean, I'll do it. An easier one. Let's see. Key West mile marker.
Yep. Are you excited about Brave New Worlds, Kevin? The new Star Trek?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, me too.
Absolutely. That one's going to be great. I was actually, so the person that was tabling next to me at Kineticon, he had an Uhura print. And he was saying that like he's a huge Star Trek fan, but like his Star Trek stuff doesn't really like a lot of his stuff is like original trilogy stuff, and it doesn't really resonate super well. Yeah. And I was like, well, it'll probably do better when Strange New Worlds comes out. And he was like, he had no idea what I was talking about. And so like at that time, because that was also like Star Trek Day at that in real time.
Yeah.
So like I was like, actually an hour ago they dropped like the first little like cast trailer, and he watched it on his phone in front of me, and his joy was like amazing. He was like, "This is real?" I'm like, "This is 100% real." He was so excited.
That's cool.
All right, Key West southernmost point. Let me try that because Google's just showing me like a bunch of road signs.
That's really cool.
Southernmost point.
It's always nice to hear about a fan having a good time.
Yeah, I mean, it was just really like he was. Oh, is it like red, black, yellow? Like, okay, I think that's what this is. I'll do this. It's like a giant, it's like a giant traffic cone, like a cement traffic cone.
Huh.
Oh yeah, like a buoy. That's a better term. Interesting. All right.
It's going to be neat seeing all this stuff coming out, and it's kind of neat within our lifetime too to see the different series and see how it's growing, and watching the What If Marvel series is like, holy crap, I remember reading these comics and really enjoying it, and I like that they adapted it for the cinematic universe, and just stuff like that. So.
You know what? It's interesting that I was thinking on about the What If stuff. I enjoy it. I enjoy every episode. But the thing that I find fascinating is that I don't remember ever to watch it each week until I see the social media posts. I never missed seeing a new episode of Loki or a new episode of WandaVision, or when they're ready, they're there and I'm going to watch it. I don't need a reminder. But What If, I enjoy each episode. I just forget all the time. I forgot there was a new episode until yesterday when the Marvel Facebook page says, I was like, oh, that's right, there's another new episode. It's not on the forefront of my mind.
Yeah.
Which I think is kind of interesting.
This is gonna sound really lame. I set timers on my phone for new episode days.
Okay.
And I'll just make it a point to watch them.
Yeah, sure.
But
that's fine.
It's really like, holy crap, Jeff, get a life. But I mean, you know, when you're dealing with pop culture and you're watching pop culture to see what's big and see what's not big.
Well, and not get spoiled.
Sales, right. And, you know, so, yeah, it's lame. But, I mean, it's how I try to keep up with most things, you know? Like,
yeah.
Like,
I like in the thing that the Watcher just keeps becoming more and more and more visible in every episode. I'm like, something's going to go down.
Well, I mean, so Alex Ross did a couple of Marvel books, and they were called Earth X, and the story revolved around, for some reason, the Watcher was blinded.
Okay.
And so he had to get...
he would not be someone that you would want to be blind.
Right.
He's got one job.
So he had to get Jameson's son to watch, because in the comics, Jameson's son was... just decided to live on the moon because it doesn't matter. And that was an interesting storyline. It was really fun. It was really captivating. It was definitely post-apocalyptic, like the world has gone crap because of this reason. And that was a really fun series. And all the panels and everything else was drawn by Ross, because Kingdom Come came out like a couple years earlier and just wiped the floor with Marvel. So then Marvel was like, hey, here's a bunch of money. And Alex Ross went, yeah, I like money.
Yeah, money's all right.
Yeah, money's good. Thanks. And in no way, shape, or form am I judging Alex Ross for that.
No.
I love his art. I love that he's still traditional.
Yeah, it's great. He's definitely one of those legendary inspirational artists for sure.
Yeah.
Do you have any of his artwork, like
yes.
like a print or anything?
So I have two things of Alex's Ross that I'm really proud to have. So when he wrote Justice, DC Collectibles issued action figures, and I have Batman from that, and it's amazing.
Nice.
It's definitely a showpiece. It's not like a toy. Like,
yeah.
You put it up on your shelf and you go, damn, that looks good. But there's also, I have the entire Justice collection as well as the entire Quiver collection of comics, where all of the covers on Quiver, The Return of Green Arrow, was done by Ross. And the comics were all written by Smith. So, like, yeah.
Sweet.
And the Justice comics are all written and drawn by Alex Ross. And I don't think that those counts as prints, but I know that Emily looked into getting me a print of Batman Over the City.
Yeah.
But it was out of our price range at the time.
That's when you've made it.
You know?
In the art world.
Yeah. And
he's also one of those guys that, like, when he goes to shows, like, he actually doesn't, most of the shows he doesn't go to. Like, he goes to the shows, but, like, he physically doesn't go to the shows. He's got, like, the team, the Alex Ross team, and they're there and they're selling prints and stuff like that. But, you know, they have to make a point to say, this guy's not going to be here.
Oh, it's the same with Neil Adams.
Oh yeah, there's a handful of them that it's like they're just like they're at that point.
Well, Neil Adams was he worked on Batman Forever. Not Batman Forever the movie, but I mean he worked on Batman the comic for years. Like him and Denny O'Neil go way back.
Yeah.
And so every Thursday night on Instagram he has an auction for all of the stuff that he just has. Because he doesn't really look good anymore. He's definitely on his way out.
He's getting there.
Like, it's amazing to see that stuff. Like there's a couple of things that I've just been like very tempted to, and it's well within my price range. It's just, you know, like I can't believe all this stuff is having to be sold off. It should be going to like a museum or.
It belongs in a museum.
It does, man. Like
yep. Totally.
What's
up, Brick Ninja? What's up?
Hey, Ninja. One day I will own something of Alex Ross's that is a print or something along those lines.
Yeah, absolutely.
I have his DC art book, which is fantastic.
Is it like oversized, like really big?
It's it's about the size of like an encyclopedia.
Yeah. Good stuff.
And it shows how he got his start, and it shows his inspirations and his process, and it's just really interesting to see, a genius at work, for lack of a better word.
Mm-hmm.
Anywho.
No, it's good. It's good. Good.
Yeah, for sure. I gotta step away again, Kevin. I'm sorry.
Okay. Nope, it's fine. I'm gonna draw a conch. Here's a conch. All hail the magic conch.
Let's hope nobody with a boulder gets smart then.
Yes. To this side. All hail the magic conch. From the Conch Republic. Yep. Not sure if this is a landmark. No, that's a landmark. It's a Florida landmark, Ninja. Don't judge people's landmarks. That we're just in for a whole bunch of fighting. Boop. Landmark. I'm waiting for these original Hinkles to go up in value. Yeah, for sure. Me too, Nick. The dinosaur gift shop in Cabazon, California. Let me take a look at this. Let me look with my eyes what this is. Free museum day tomorrow. That's cool. Free. Oh, here it is. My suggestion. Dinosaur gift shop. I'll just Google a dinosaur gift shop, right? That's enough. Is this like inside of a dinosaur? That's cool. Batman Day tomorrow. Oh, nice. Sweet. Somebody said somewhere the Golden Gate Bridge. I remember seeing that. I was really earlier on, though. I think I can't find it. We'll see. But somebody said it. It did not come to me on my own. I'm going to write it in the chat, though, because I think that'd be a good one to do. So if you said that, feel free to say it again, and I'll replace my comment with your comment. But get some red in here. Was I hallucinating? I'm positive I saw it. It's like, oh, that's a good one. Gate Bridge. A diner and a gift shop inside two dinos. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I want to do this bridge. Sorry. Sorry. I'm in charge here. So yes, I am gonna not be on the road for a little bit, which is great. I don't have another show until Halloween weekend. So Halloween weekend, I will be at an event called Paracon, as in paranormal, and that will be in Waterbury, Connecticut. So that's not too far away from me. It's actually pretty convenient. So I will not be needing a hotel, which is another cost saver. And it's also a first-time event. So that'll be exciting.
So I just want to say that Ninja, that is definitely a landmark.
Are you familiar with that?
Oh, yeah. The big old dinosaur? Yeah.
Nice. We have a dinosaur park here in Connecticut that's, I don't know, maybe 45 minutes away from me. But they have this massive dinosaur sculpture that has, it's a T-Rex, and it has sunglasses on, which, of course, every kid loves. It has sunglasses, and it's drinking a giant bottle of Coca-Cola.
I think Ninja, that I know what you're talking about. That's the one from The Wizard, right? Yeah, I think it is. I could be wrong though. Did you ever see The Wizard?
No,
It's
I have
with
not.
Fred Savage and a bunch of other people that you forget about, but it's
Oh.
about the kid that can play Mario, like play Nintendo games really well.
Oh, I know of it, but I've never seen it. I need to see it. I need to remedy that, but I have not seen that one.
You should. That's it. It was the debut of Mario Brothers 3, actually, in that film.
Oh, that's cool.
One of the best Nintendo games ever released, I might add.
It's a really good one. Man, is it hard at the end though. Like, oh my goodness.
Oh yeah.
It's just like it's a different game. Like, what game is this? What have I been playing for the last 7 worlds? It just gets so incredibly difficult when you get to the end. It's kind
like
of
the guy that normally makes levels was on vacation.
Man.
He came back and was like, well, time to make it, a fight. And it's like, geez Louise, guy, really?
Really, like, no joke. It's like crazy.
And then everybody that works with that guy who thinks he's a jerk is just like, come on, man. Like, this is supposed to be fun. It is fun. I'm keeping the staple of the game alive. I'm making it a challenge.
Yeah. Didi goes by. You go by the place with the dinosaur with the Coke and the sunglasses. My son loves that place. He's like, look, there it is. It's like, yep, there it is. Because I mean, what kid would not love that, right? Like a giant statue of a dinosaur with sunglasses and a soda.
I mean, yeah.
But yeah, he's always. He also he's gone there a couple times for his like birthdays and stuff. The park itself is not terribly exciting, but the statue's cool.
I keep thinking that it's your 18-year-old son that says that every time you try
to
buy him. Like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, it's not too far-fetched, but no. No. Negative. Yep.
So what you're saying is your son's a nerd. Got it.
I mean, aren't we all?
No.
Well, no, I am not.
Hold on while I read my fantasy comic book, please.
Please stand by. Seriously, you need to see the
Wondering is coming along beautifully, and we can't wait to show it to y'all.
Oh yeah, no, it's like don't get me wrong, I'm still super hyped for it. Yeah, like, I am very hyped for it, and it's gonna be super awesome. I really can't wait. It's gonna be good stuff.
Yeah. I hear the Chihuahuas.
Oh yeah, they're doing what they do. Believe me, it is not an intruder. If it was actually somebody trying to break into my home, they would just do nothing. Let's see. Yeah. I don't know what they bark at. Whatever they bark at the wind.
Yeah, Primal Gamer. That's a good point. Like, why do you make games that are just like the game that he suggested? Like, the game is super hard. I don't want to play a super hard game. Like, there's times that the games can be challenging, but like,
yeah,
I want to sit down and like enjoy a good story and not have to, get angry about the fact that why is this unpassable?
There's definitely a difference in like being challenged and, once you've played a game for a certain amount of time, like testing your, skills that you've learned through the game.
Yeah.
But just like being so frustrating. It's like, oh my goodness. And that like really, really frustrated me when I got to that last world in Mario Bros. 3. Like I wouldn't say I breezed through the game, but I didn't have really any major issues. And I had like built up, I think I had 60 lives when I got there. And I had like the little sub menus of items you collect that you can use. Mm-hmm. I had like 3 little sub menus full of items. And I got to world 8 and used all of them and got 4 game overs until I beat the first 2 airships.
Yeah.
I seriously felt like I was playing a different game.
So what I always did with that was I saved my P-Wings and then like skipped over all of it until I got to quote unquote the end.
Yeah.
And then Bowser's Castle was just a breeze at that point because it was like, I think I'm gonna go in here with star power and 1,000 of these fire flowers that I have. So,
yep, that'll do it.
It just, but yeah, it's like, oh, okay, well, there's strategy, and then there's what is this?
What is this? Yep. This man speaks the truth.
Anyway, good times.
Yes.
And then, as we like to call it in the biz, getting Nintendo'd.
Oh, that's
where a game is improperly made, and like the Ninja Turtles, the original Ninja Turtle games, for example, there's a level where you have to go across rooftops, but the only way you can go across rooftops is waiting for your grappling hook to trigger. Guess what doesn't happen?
The grappling hook doesn't trigger.
Grappling hook doesn't ever, go like it should. So
that's annoying. That's obnoxious.
Yeah. It's a very underrated game, but it's, also.
Are you excited about that new Turtle game coming out?
110%.
What system is that for? Is it for like
them.
all the systems?
Yes.
It looks like it looks well done.
Yep. So there's a fan made words are going to happen. There is a fan creator of games that I've recently gotten word of and fully invested in.
Yeah.
And his name is Mace something or other. Rescue Palooza.
Okay.
Is the game is what it's called. And it's completely made on his own. He grabbed sprites from the other games. And it is a love letter to Ninja Turtles. The arcade, the original game. Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's free. So go download it. Just look up TMNT Rescue Palooza, and it's great. It took everything from the action figures, random figures that were almost one-off, that are basically one-offs, and the Archie comics. And okay, you can play these characters as you progress, and it's great. Running through levels and playing as Usagi Yojimbo was probably one of my favorite things that I did.
Nice.
He's a bunny person. So.
I remember you educated me on who that was.
Oh.
So thanks to your tutelage, I got that reference, but I would not have prior to us talking about it. That was when I was asking you about the
yeah.
Well, I saw that statue of Ronin, and so you gave me a brief lowdown of some of these TMNT stuff.
Yeah, The Last Ronin is a fantastic book series.
Yeah, because I was so confused. I'm like, why are they dead?
This is why. Oh,
why are they ghosts? It was a really cool statue. It's like, what is this?
So you know who Toro Nerd is, right? Greg Gill?
Toro Nerd?
Toro Nerd, yeah.
Oh. No, I don't know that name.
Before. He did Tech West back in the day. He's from Canada. He's a builder, and he's also an artist. I follow him.
Oh, did you say his name's Gil?
Yeah.
Okay, I know that name. I don't know that first name you said.
All right.
Is that like a username?
Toro Nerd, yeah.
Okay.
He's on Instagram. I'll also do a link to his page.
Got it.
But his art is not drawings. His art is toy photography, and
got it,
crap, dude. He told me what he's working on next, and I don't know if I'm allowed to say it or not, but he's working on that Ronin statue, but he's making his own with his own figures.
Oh, cool.
Yes, I'm very excited about it.
So he's making his own ghost turtles.
Something like that. And Primal Gamer, that is an interesting question. What's your favorite turtle?
Oh, man. Probably I don't like Mikey's too much of a goofball for me. I mean, that's needed on the team, but for me, I'm like, eh. I don't really like Dontel's the nerd, right? He's the one that's all tech savvy.
Yeah.
But then who's the one that's is Raphael hot-headed and always just going off?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like him either. So I like what's left. the like cool-headed leader.
Yeah, Leonardo.
That's it. He's my favorite.
So
By process of elimination.
It depends on continuity for me, if I'm being honest. Like the cartoon, I didn't have one. The comics, it was Leo. With when I was a kid, it was Leonardo all the way for me. But now as I got older and like got into the IDW books, like Raph is my favorite character because yeah, he's broody or whatever, but like his story is so complicated, and the fact that he wants to be better at what he does and how he does is what's compelling me to follow his storyline more than anything else.
Larry's like, sorry, I had to do work. Are you doing another of my suggestions? I'm blushing. Was this you, Larry? I was confident someone said Golden Gate Bridge earlier on, and I couldn't find it. So I couldn't remember who said it, but I was doing that. Let's see.
You need to get centerpiece, Kev.
Yeah, like I need one more to finish out, I think.
What's the arch from Kansas City?
Oh, it's like the big metal one?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Let me take a look at it. I think I know what you're talking about, though. Pretty sure.
Yeah. You want to punch it in, or somebody?
No one said it. Larry is enabling your descent into madness. I would not doubt that, actually. All right. Kansas City arch. Yeah, that's actually not a bad one.
Do you remember that sci-fi show that was on the Sci-Fi Channel? It took place in that city, but in the future, and like things were really bad. It was like Mad Max with aliens and other stuff. And part of the arch was part of that story. I can't remember the name. It was a good show. It was really good. And then after the third season, Sci-Fi was like, nah, we're done. For no real reason.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, look, there's an interesting. I'm sorry, I'm looking up references.
No, it's fine.
I'm reading this article on this reference image for the arch saying Gateway Arch finally named Missouri State Monument. And so I was like trying to read and listen at the same time.
No, I'm just filling up noise right now, so it's fine. It's going good.
You're doing perfect.
Thanks.
It's the St. Louis Arch. All right. I think I got it. But just in case, tell me the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I'm done. Ta-da! Everybody, thanks for being here. All right. Let's.
Good night, everybody.
Yep. It's been great. It's been a good time. Why is the brush? The brush is big. Let's see.
Oh, nobody suggested Mount Rushmore either.
I did that one during the politics episode.
Uh-huh.
But it was all, I think that was black and white, so I didn't do a color version of it.
Well, I mean, what color are you gonna make it? It's a big freaking canyon rock.
Yeah, that's why I put little tree shrubberies and stuff. That's what you got to do. There's a method to the madness.
Oh, I don't ever question your artistic style.
Still better than Tony Stark. How dare you bring him back into this?
Wow, I don't think he's been mentioned for a while, has he?
That drawing's not bad.
It's not good.
It's not bad.
We can't all be winners, folks.
I mean, we can't, but I'm not going to let that one be going down that way because it's not bad.
It's not good.
It's not
You all right, Kevin?
I'm fine. I'm doing just great.
Right, that's good.
Is this all made out of metal or is it like mirrored? It's got like a bunch of mirror panels on it.
Oh,
it's like super shiny. I've never been. I've never been there, so I don't know.
I've seen it.
It's like really, really shiny.
Yeah. We went on a cross country trip and we like saw it, and my dad was like, "Hey, look, there's the arch," and I was like, "Cool. Are we stopping?" No. Oh, okay.
Now we're making good time, Jeff. Stop asking.
And that's how we just wrap that all up.
And that is a we call that a callback. It's half of the McDonald's logo. It is chrome, mostly metal. Yeah.
Has anyone ever been to the McDonald's? I think it's in the Midwest somewhere that stretches across the highway. Like, yeah, like it's got supports, of course, but like it's just this huge McDonald's complex, and like it's really bizarre.
Yeah. I like walking to the. I don't like going inside because it's crazy, but I like going up to the Times Square McDonald's. Yeah. Just because it's like, you know, all the lights, like 1,000 lights in the signs. That's kind of cool, but like it is nuts in there. It's like not worth it at all.
For sure.
I went in there just one time inside because I actually had to use the bathroom, and they were like, paying customers only. So I had to buy like
what everybody else does in New York and piss on this pile of trash.
I opted not to do that, but I bought. What did I buy? I bought a small fry. I was like, please let me in the bathroom. And they had the bathroom code printed on the receipt after you made the purchase. Because I was like, okay, now can I use the bathroom? They're like, the code is printed on your receipt. I'm like, this obviously happens a lot. Oops.
I'm like 2 apple pies. Thank you.
And these will be my bathroom food. Thank you very much. So this is like I'm doing this one like sunset, kind of like dusk, I guess. So it's
there you go.
Give it a little pizzazz.
There's so speaking of McDonald's, there's a really cool McDonald's in Barstow, California, and like it's made out of the old train station, and like it's got train cars you can eat in and stuff that lead off.
That's cool.
The building. Yeah.
There's
there all the time.
Yeah, there's where is it? I think it's in New Mexico somewhere. There's a McDonald's that was on. So I stopped there as a kid when we took like a really big family road trip from Austin to Denver. And we made like a lot of stops along the way to do things. But we went to this like historic little like art town of some kind in New Mexico, I think. And there was a McDonald's. And I remember as a kid being like, oh, that's weird. Because the McDonald's is like the arches are teal instead of like yellow. And then years later on like the Food Network, it was a big thing because apparently it's like the only McDonald's in the world that doesn't have yellow arches. Yeah. Because it's like part of the contract to be in this historic art village that you have to conform to their color scheme for all businesses. Yeah. And it was so important that they were in this place that they said, all right, fine. And so like all the businesses and stuff there have this weird like teal color to their normal logos and stuff. It's kind of interesting.
That's pretty neat, actually.
I'm like, wow, you must really, really want to be here because you're willing to like, you know, somewhat sacrifice your brand image just to have a property on this place.
I only have one rule.
Everything teal. It must be teal or it's not going.
Well, I mean, it's like, you know, the Batman thing. I'll never break my one rule.
Yeah.
Oh, teal? Okay, no problem. I'll make money off this shirt.
Teal it is. Larry says, survey for the chat. How many of these landmarks Kevin drawing have you been to in real life? Okay, let me see how many I've been to. I've driven across the Golden Gate Bridge. I did that. I've been in the CN Tower. Went to the top. I've been in the Empire State Building. I have been to the Red Rocks Amphitheater. Never during a concert, but I've been. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's all for me. Have you been to any of these, Jeff?
Yeah, you scroll out for me again. Empire State Building. The Arch, I drove past it.
Yeah.
Golden Gate, drove across.
Yeah.
Statue of Liberty, Devil's Rock. I've actually been there.
Have you been there? That's cool.
And I've been to the Key West mile marker, actually, when I was in Florida.
Oh, that's cool. Nice. What's up, Joey? Let's see. First McDonald's to ever close was on. Wait, first McDonald's to ever close was on South Side of Chicago. What do you mean? Like go out of business? Close up?
Yeah. The South Side of Chicago is dangerous, Kevin.
Well, and Nick lives in the most dangerous city in the world. Did I ever tell you that story?
I think Mexico City is the most dangerous city, but no.
Yeah, no, that is very true. like when I was like, getting to know Nick and stuff, like in the beginning, he had this like really nice image of like that he had painted for me of like where he lives in Illinois, and it's like Rockford, Illinois, and it's really nice. And like they always have these vlogs of like really fun family stuff they're doing, and like I'm like, oh, this is like a perfect little all America city, little like white, everyone's got white fences up and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like I got a really good vibe. And one day out of nowhere, I guess maybe YouTube or my phone was spying on me and listening to me talk about this place, right? So I get a recommended video for America's most dangerous city, Rockford, Illinois. And I'm like, this isn't real. And so I watched it and I'm like, oh, this is real. And like, I remember confronting Nick, like, Nick, you live in like a very dangerous place. And he's like, well, I mean, we don't highlight that. But like, it's so funny because I never got that impression from all the like content and stuff and the vlogs and stuff they do. Mm-hmm. I'm like, what a wonderful little peaceful place. And it's like, in reality, there's like insane murders and all kinds of stuff going on. It's like, oh, this is not what I expected. And I remember like being like, was that real, Nick? Or was that all like, and he's like, no, it's real. Like, okay.
I mean, obviously it's a great place to visit. You just wouldn't want to live there.
Right. And yeah, I need to get to the Statue of Liberty. I've only seen it like from afar. I've never like gone to it. I need to do that. I absolutely need to do that. Get a little shine going on here.
But yeah, it's the Statue of Liberty is one of those things that I think every American needs to go see and needs to go appreciate.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
One trip to New York, that's like mandatory for everybody in the States. Just to go and be like, holy crap, this is our Mecca. Yeah,
and Nick, it says we even have our own serial killer running around.
That's cool.
Everybody, let's go. Let's go pick up our Christmas tree. Oh, man. Joey went up to Statue of Liberty, but the crown was closed. That's lame.
Well, they have to clean those windows like once every 3 months. Otherwise, it'll just be...
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Yeah. All right, let's do some fanciness with this. Let's do some reds, some oranges.
Or Coney Island. Nobody suggested Coney Island.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, Coney Island is an awesome place.
I'm doing in November, in the second weekend of November, I believe. I'm going to do the New Jersey Horror Fest in Atlantic City.
You can go to the Trump Casino. Oh, wait.
Whoops. You know what's funny in a sad, ironic kind of way is that one of the other artists that I was with at Connecticut posted that they were going to be at the Connecticut Horror Fest. And I'm like, Kevin, did you really do a bunch of research into like horror theme shows and you did not book at the one that's literally in your backyard? Yep, you did. All right. Good job. Good work, me. Good work, me. You did great. Because I did not. I totally missed that there was a show here. So that's great. Next year.
So Gator, the Statue of Liberty represents liberty, right? And like, that's what America was and still is in a lot of people's eyes, is a place of hope. But like, as we get further on in the world, like, America's not doing so hot, you know. But seeing that statue reminds you of what it should be and how it should be. It's just, that's all I'm saying.
It definitely, you know, I'll admit, as from never like going to the island, but like even just seeing it, you know, like from different vantage points in the city, it's still kind of a powerful moment. And it's like, oh wow, it's kind of cool.
And I'm just saying, it does make you wonder if she's naked underneath that top.
Let's see. Nick says, thanks to Kevin, I got to see New York. Yep, it was pretty awesome. Got to touch the Ghostbusters firehouse. Yep, indeed.
Yep.
I thought that was kind of cool that we went there during. We were there Halloween night, and it was really weird because, like, I just never. I get that people live there, right? but I just don't assume, oh, there's kids trick-or-treating Halloween night in New York City. Like, it was such a weird experience. And it shouldn't have been, but it was just like, oh yeah, people live here. This is normal life for them.
Yeah.
And the firehouse, they had stuff for sale, like merchandise. I was like, oh, it's kind of interesting.
I have an old Hook and Ladder number 8 No Ghost Fire T-shirt somewhere, or it's no Ghost logo, but it's the Hook and Ladder 8. Yeah, they
had shirts and hoodies and license plates.
Yeah,
and a bunch of stuff. Yeah, never forget that Liberty saved us from Vigo. Never. Right. Go now. Go. There are photos available in the gift shop. Now go.
Vigo. It's like somebody lost their kitten. I'm just gonna paint a little kitten right here.
Where did you say you were from?
The Upper West Side.
It's my favorite. Yeah, they had candy too, but they also had that merchandise table up.
Were they handing out the merchandise for free?
No, candy was free. Merchandise you had to pay, because I remember I went in there and I was like, "You guys sell stuff?" Like, I had a whole conversation with them. Yep. All right. So we're a couple minutes away. So let's see. Oh, let me once again remind you guys, or tell you if you weren't here in the beginning of the show, starting October 1st. All right. So you still have like 2 weeks, a little less than 2 weeks. Starting October 1st, you can get this awesome, exclusive, numbered Zombie Hink sticker free with any order of any dollar amount on my website. All right. So starting October 1st, and I have 12 new Halloween stickers launching. I've got the 2 Halloween themed prints, Elvira and Five Nights at Freddy's. And then there's 85 other sticker designs. There's 8 other print. I mean, there's tons of options. There's original art. Any purchase will get you one of these. They're limited. They're numbered. They're hand numbered. If you are a platinum tier patron, that's the $50 a month patron. I know it's a lot of money, but they get literally everything I make. So every $50 patron gets an automatic allocation of everything. So they already have this sticker. They got unnumbered version. So I had like 10 extra so that if there's any shipping errors, I can replace them. But platinum tier patrons already have it. So like Nick already has his, because also he is, we're doing a collab, as the kids say, right? We're doing a collab. So he got one too, but all the other platinum patrons get one of these. It's numbered on the back. So I don't have the photo of the numbered on it, but they are 50 of them. That is October 1st. October 1st, first 50 get one of the Zombie Hink stickers with anything. They can order anything they want. So that's the thing. Don't forget about that. Mm-hmm. And then let's walk through all the stuff now, I think. Yep. All right, let's take our tour. Today was all about landmarks. So again, today's stream was suggested by Chris Giddens, one of my awesome patrons. So thank you, Chris, for your support. Thank you also for popping in for a brief little moment. But he wanted, absolutely, awesome guy. He suggested landmarks, and he gave me the Devil's Tower as his suggestion for a warm up. So that is his down here in the bottom right. There you go. There is a UFO right there.
Or is it just swamp gas?
It's a weather balloon. So that's his. See you later, Primal Gamer.
Later, Primal.
All right, and then we've got a Sphinx. Because I declined to do a cyberpunk Sphinx. I'm sorry. I wanted to keep things realistic, as much as I could today. Speaking of realistic, here's King Kong on the Empire State Building. That is the only exception. That's the only exception.
I mean, I chose to. It's a model or something.
Yeah. So in all fairness, when I went to the Empire State Building a couple years ago, they leaned so heavy into the King Kong thing. Oh, There's the guy in the giant costume you take photos with in the lobby, and they have like trinkets and stuff for like, they lean into it so much. All right. We've got the lion maid. It's like a mermaid and a lion statue, which was really interesting, which is also a fountain.
Yeah.
And we've got this is Mount Kilimanjaro.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. Mount Kilimanjaro with this wonderful little giraffe. Look at that guy.
That's a very happy giraffe.
It's very happy. The merlion. There you go. Merlion. Here is the arch from St. Louis. Here is the mile marker from the southernmost point, Key West in Florida. It's like a giant concrete like buoy. And we've got the Red Rocks Amphitheater in Colorado. So these are like little like stadium. They do concerts and stuff. So these are like benches. I opted to not draw little humans in there. Here is the CN Tower. Get some Canadian representation in the house.
I think that's my favorite one of the bunch.
The CN Tower?
Yeah.
Thank you. I like that one.
I like it.
Thank you, Joey. Excellent job on backgrounds. Yeah, I'm usually really bad at backgrounds, so I'll take that compliment any day of the week. We've got Christ the Redeemer statue in Brazil. I think that one's my favorite out of this batch.
Yeah.
Here's Statue of Liberty. We've got Stonehenge.
Mm-hmm.
This almost looks like some kind of like guy back here with one eye peeking out a little bit.
It almost looks like you incorporated the monsters from the third Halloween movie in that. Now I just can't stop thinking to myself, Halloween's in 8 more days. Anyway.
Praise be, says Ark. My favorite is CN, but he's also biased. This is true. We've got the Golden Gate Bridge.
There it is.
And this is a Buddha statue. Well, it's like not really a statue. It's like carved in the side of a mountain. In a very specific place. I don't remember where it was. My apologies.
That archway turned out way better than your Tony Stark, by the way.
Oh, well, if that's the bar, great. Wonderful. Just wonderful. Let's see. What do we get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Pretty good. Pretty good. So that's it. That is Landmarks today. My Catholic is showing. All right. Let me find out, because I fail to do this every single time. What is our theme for? No, because next week is the multiplayer. So next week is Arctic Arts will be here. He is currently, I think he's currently on YouTube watching right now, right? That's where his comments are coming in from. But he will be with me, and we will get that set up over the weekend. So you'll see what theme it is. I'm really excited to have him join. And so that means the next quote unquote normal stream would be October 1st. And Jeff, would you like to promote anything that you wish while I look up what the next normal theme stream is going to be?
Yeah, I would like to actually. That's
go ahead.
Promote my own stuff. I usually rattle on about other people, but tonight
go ahead.
Now? Okay.
Yeah.
So tonight at 8 Central, 9 Eastern on the Jeff McElwee Internet's YouTube channel, I will be discussing, well, not I, Tons of Fun will be discussing the Nintendo, the games that came out on it, a little bit of the history of it with a couple guests. So Madeline will be with me, as always. Joseph Zawada will be there. Kirk Wilson is apparently not going to make it. We'll have a funny excuse for him when you guys show up. Rick Berman is going to be there, as is Kevin Hinkle.
Yep, I'll be there.
Don Pex, who is a newer addition. He's a real life friend of Jeff in Oklahoma, and we're gonna have a good time. I hope to see you all there, and from there maybe I don't know. Check out the Patreon that we've got going and become a supporter of the show. So, yeah.
Absolutely. Yep. All right. So, okay. So as I mentioned, next week, Mark will be on, and it seems like we're going to be going with Japanese games, which is totally fine by me. So that'll be our theme. And then in 2 weeks, I'll be back, and our next patron theme is sponsored by Mevitz Bricks, and he suggested Battlestar Galactica. So we're gonna have an entire episode dedicated to Battlestar Galactica. So that'll be great. It'll be awesome.
That's a lot of okay.
It's gonna be awesome.
I mean, there's so many. So I know people are like blah blah blah, but like here's my blah 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 in return. There's a lot of things you can like get from Battlestar. There's comics. There's animated stuff. It's gonna be a good time.
It's gonna be good. So that'll be in 2 weeks. Jeff, thank you as always for taking the time to help me out with this.
Sure,
I appreciate that. Appreciate it. And indeed, it's been a while since Jeff's been here. It's also been a couple weeks since I've done this too. So thank you guys for coming back. If you were brand new, if you're watching this on the replay, I appreciate it. Let me know if you came across this show. Like if you picked up one of my cards at one of the shows, it'd be awesome to know who's new. Because like I mentioned, I've talked about it a lot. Not that I don't really appreciate all the folks that are here every time. You guys are awesome. So thank you guys, as always, for watching today. If you're not already subscribed on YouTube, please hit the sub button. Very, very close to 1,000. We're super, super close. Tell your friends, tell your family, use all your burner accounts, cross the finish line. Help me cross the finish line this year. It'd be super awesome. If you're watching on Twitch or Facebook, you can throw me a follow. It'd be greatly appreciated. If you enjoyed the show, do all the things, hit the likes, hit the thumbs up. They do make a difference. If nothing else, they make me feel better about myself, which that'd be nice. The Doodle stream airs every Friday morning from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern, unless I'm traveling or I say otherwise on social media. So make sure you're following me on social media at MrHinkleDraws. Everybody have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you guys next week.
Or tonight.
Or tonight, if you're going to go over to Jeff's channel. See you later, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.